Wow, wow. Hey, how are you? Welcome to Mike and the Minifans, the longest hour in recorded broadcast history. No Timothy facts this week. So, no Timothy facts. I know everyone is saying we need Timothy facts here again, but no Timothy facts this week. But I'm joined by a great panel. We got Cliff. Cliff, hey, how are you?
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me.
I'm great. We got Philly Clips. He documented the game last night. Great guy to have on. Phil?
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it, bud.
No worries. And we got Jackson from Australia. People are saying the better half of Luke McGay.
I've heard some criticisms, but yeah, staying humble.
Staying humble? Well, that's all right. But Fax. All right. Fax is still here though, so he says he's still here. Boys, no worries. So Fax is here in the chat. But yeah, we got a crazy week. You know, KMS is back, basketball's back. It's crazy. The week started like. Do you guys even remember Clemmer's bullshit speech? Like to start the week, like it feels like that was so long ago. You know?
Yeah, like literally an eternity ago.
Yeah, I forgot it even happened by now.
Yeah. But let's get into let's start with the basketball. I think that's where everyone wants to go. You know, Mick. So the week started with like a Mick versus Kirk little tiff. Like Mick and Kirk are in studio. Mick is in full bits mode. Like he had his new shoes that he's breaking in. He's saying that he felt disrespected or his commitment wasn't being respected. But then I think Al got in his head. I think Al was like, "Oh, these guys," because he says it in that little. He says it in that area, or he says it in the studio. He's like, "Oh," he says, "Oh, you know, Al tweeted like, "Oh, you're getting disrespected here," and then he comes in all mad. So, what do you think, Cliff? What did you think about this? What did you think about Mick and everything about Mick versus Kirk to start the week?
Yeah, he had some balls in that situation. He went right back at Kirk. But we saw yesterday he was in, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, took a bump, came right out. Probably the shoes came off, put them back on. But, yeah, Mick is a lot of talk. Bits, like you said, bitsy. Yeah.
Straight
his
bits.
brother's is big time in his head. It's an odd situation with that guy.
Yeah, Phil, what did you? You had a great. You said this was the clip of the night here. I have a few clips of the game, but you said this was your favorite clip. Let's look at it right here.
That's a quarter of the night.
Look at him running. Look at him running with his arms up like this.
It's a running.
That's a quarter of the night. That's a quarter.
Use me.
Use me.
He doesn't move very fast for such a small guy. I thought he was going to have wheels.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. No. I think there's a little bit of like like Mick lies to himself a little bit, like how he was like so good. He's like build himself up. I think he's starting to come back down to reality. Even the last time he's talking about Kirk about basketball, he even was like, "Oh, I'll score like 4 points this time." So it was even less than before. I think Mick, because of his shortcomings and his sicknesses and stuff, he feels like he has to build himself up. Which, if you're sick all the time, maybe you would feel that same way too. So maybe that's part of it. Obviously, the brother stuff doesn't help either. Al is in his head. There's no doubt about that. We know that every single time he comes to the show, he's talking about the brother Al and stuff. There's obviously big brother thing there. Until he gets that brother stuff figured out, he's going to continue to keep on saying the same stuff, going down the same pathways, having the same kind of mindset. And that's Mick. But I love him. I'm here for it. So
he's so dainty. How he's running like,
dude. He is so small. He is so small. Like when you see him in person.
Yeah, I met him first time was yesterday in person. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he is all hot though.
Look at this little run.
He loves this team. He's all hot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he would love to go out in a stretcher for this team. No doubt about it.
For sure.
What's
he needs a Gus moment.
Oh, absolutely. He's looking for it. He wants to give himself. He wants to give his life for this team. There's no doubt about it.
He's
And I
picking
think that
Noah.
would
What is he
jumpstart this
doing?
team.
dude?
Like, I think this team would win a game. I think if Mick died in the game, I think they'd win that game. No doubt about it.
What is he,
You're
like
not going to run through the
5'4"?
wall? Yeah.
Game's not going to stop. That's for sure.
How tall is he? Dude, probably pretty sure.
What's a
I
foot
don't know.
shorter?
Like 5'6", 5'7", if I guess.
Yeah, something like that. Is he
He's
shorter
taller
than you?
than
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's taller than you
5'10",
expect.
so he was a little shorter.
Tim to be.
He's taller than you expect. He's taller than you expect him to be, though. You know, like you think he's going to be like this really short guy, but he's a little bit taller, I think. But yeah, that's a funny clip. Like a lot of great clips. But I was thinking, like, so Steve bailed on this game. What if Steve was there? You know,
He would have shot
you
somebody.
think he pulls out his gun?
If-
Yeah, you think he pulls?
Yes,
the
100%.
Yes, with the
Yes,
confrontation.
That guy at the
Oh.
end, he would have killed that
I
guy.
don't
That guy
know.
be dead.
He would have liked those guys, though. He would have, he could have flipped.
Yeah, the tattoo guy.
Something Aryan
Well,
race.
they all looked all the same. They were,
Yeah,
And he is a Russian as well, so
yeah, they
were
would
like
definitely
the
rush.
Slovenian soccer
Something.
team or something.
They were speaking a different language when they walked up to the gym.
Yeah,
I was walking
yeah.
up behind him. So
They
yeah,
shouldn't even be in that division, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
The guy's
Cinema Lords
dunking.
shouldn't
He
be
dunked.
in the country.
Did you see the guy dunk?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. I was like,
And
okay.
he was mad because he got a little elbow, and it's like, well, you're dunking on like beanbag Ron, dude.
They were up 28-9 or whatever, and they were bitching
Yeah.
at the refs at halftime. He was like,
Yeah,
"You
it's like
serious?
I kept yelling at, oh, you're up 20 points, you're still running your mouth.
What? Like, dude, wild, absolutely wild, soft.
Good time.
So
yeah.
soft.
But yeah, maybe Steve, because Mick called them like Aryan Nation guys, so maybe Steve would like side with them.
He would
But
play on their
also, they were foreigners, right? So it's
Oh,
like Steve
sure.
is
Well,
not
it could have
big.
been Ukrainian. Steve would have popped him probably.
Yeah, so
yeah.
that would have been a good if Steve came over under gunshots. That would be a
Yeah, I
good.
didn't even think about that. Steve was there with
Yeah.
confrontations. Yeah, that would have been real good.
I
Yeah.
would have loved to see. I would have loved to see the video, and it's Steve like backing away, like all scared of confrontation. It would have been awesome, you know. A couple things because Cliff's here. Cliff, like you want to be on the team. I think you have
Fit in.
you have kind of an in, but when you hear like Andy Nolan was going to play a game or Steve from Gloucester coming on, do you feel like fuck? Should be the first man in? Like, what the fuck's going on? What do you think?
No, Andy, no. Steve's not going to happen. Kirk wants no part of Steve. But an Andy, a Greg Poler, a Steve Robinson, absolutely not. In the pecking order of the universe, absolutely not. I think what I would only say is I would really like if Gus does go on to Chicago, could I be the fill-in guy for Gus? You know, we kind of look alike.
Oh,
You know,
are you gonna get in people's faces or?
Yeah, both
absolutely,
Portuguese.
we're diving. I don't know about taking those crazy charges. We'll see. We'll see.
What about undercutting people as they go to the?
I didn't like that. I did not like that one. I booed him at that one. That was no need for that. You could have hurt the guy for real.
I agree. Yeah.
It was
How do you shoot the three?
Dude, that was wild. I was
Gus
like,
is just
God.
And Kirk was wondering why he only played 9 minutes. Well, he only played 9 minutes because he came in, he immediately destroyed himself, then got into it, came out. I saw him go into that other court for a little while, came back out, played again. Immediately 10 seconds later, he was already on the floor again. So he's like a million. I was yelling, you got to chill, Gus, for 1 year less. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah.
But he's gonna kill somebody or himself, probably himself.
I think he may have the smoothest 3-point shot on the team, though. I mean that
With
that
the
shot
little
was
flip
insane.
at the wrist.
That was
I
Well,
like
it
that.
looks.
it was a good
looks
shot.
so. It looks. Doesn't it look? It like looks like a weird way. He kind of like
He,
shoots
like,
with two hands.
He did something like he
I don't
really
know.
went down with his knees and
Yeah.
And he stepped right into it.
Yeah. No, I mean I thought it was his best game. There was one point where he jumped into one of the passing lanes and created a turnover. I was like, dude, that's exactly what Gus should be doing as far because he has the energy to do it. He can move around real quick. Like I think Kirk said, I think he should have played more last night. No doubt.
I don't
about
think
that.
Mutt deserves the 36 minutes. He's not doing anything but bringing the ball up and passing to Kirk, and that's it. That's all he's doing. I love him to death, but let's give him 20 minutes. Let's pass those. You know,
He's surprisingly a good energy guy, though. He's good on defense.
Yeah. Yeah, and he boxes
is.
out. He boxes out his guy. He was given some hard box outs last night, which I thought was cool. Of
Ron
him.
plays hard. This wasn't going his
Yeah.
way last night. Nothing was falling for him.
Yeah.
But he's a maniac start to finish. That's one thing, like they said in the show today.
Wow.
They were playing until the last second. They were playing as if they were in the game, and they were down like 30. But that you got to give him that. You got to give him that for sure.
I don't think anyone struggled like the
Michael-
Drips, though. The Drips had a tough one.
Yeah. He had that one layup, but other than that, I mean, yeah, he had one shot where he almost made a shot, kind of rimmed out. But yeah, none of the other guys had really any good opportunities to make have open shots to make. I think that's what they're missing is they can't create their own shots. It's minus Kirk, obviously.
Right.
Kirk can create his own shot, but
They
these
gotta
other
keep
guys,
moving.
they have to create shots to these guys because open shots where they can make.
That's what I want to do.
In the spots where they can make them.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Try to get a pass. Try to set a screen. Try to set a pick. Run back and forth. And the other thing I noticed too, they gave those guys way too much space on the 3-point line. They were knocking them down from the start of the game.
Yeah.
And I just saw the guys out of position last minute. That's why I yelled at Kirk, man. But he was right. They couldn't defend those guys one-on-one either.
No,
The zone worked early. The first
Couple
10
minutes.
of the game,
Yeah.
30
they looked
seconds.
solid.
Yeah.
They just got a little tired, and those guys were just hitting every shot. And
Yeah.
So a great comment from Michael Montante, a former member of the third chair. He said Steve from Gloucester is a walking double-double, but they won't add him. Insane. So crazy. I wanted to play this too because we were talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay. I wanted to play this because this was Gustav the Goose just in his element yesterday.
Gus! Looks like Ty all over the place. Oh, I love this energy from this team. When Gus comes in, he brings energy. Oh, this guy and Kirk they're drawing at each other here. Not happy. Kirk is not happy. Gus is getting in the middle of it. I like this energy from Team KMS.
Oh, Gus.
Dude, he's always there.
Gus.
that was a good moment.
But do you think he's playing it up? Like, you think when the cameras are off, like, is he playing it up for the cameras? Like,
Definitely.
I feel like it's the Gus. He's like, he thinks he's the star. He's like, it's the Gus bus. It's Gus Nation. You know, it's when the bright lights are out. Gus
points.
is like
He is, but I give him credit.
But
there was a spot there, and he took it. You know, so that
He's got balls.
Oh yeah, he's willing to put his body on the line. There's no doubt about that. And it's not the first time he got in someone else's face. A couple games ago, maybe last game even he got in someone else's face. So it's not I think he would normally do this even if it wasn't televised. But there is an element to Gus where like he was showing his injury a couple weeks ago where he does. You know, he's all about Gus. You know, and you know he's a self promoter. He can't help it. You know, so I love it. Who has a bird? Is that you, Cliff?
No.
It's got to be
That's
Australia.
It's got to
Yeah.
come on. It's Australia here. Yeah.
I was like, that's so awesome. I love it.
Is that a kangaroo in the background?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, running around.
That's awesome.
John's giving me thumbs up from behind the scenes. I don't know what he said. But the rumble is down, John. It still says down, so I don't know. We can't say slurs.
Have a nice life.
Oh, okay.
No slurs. We'll let you know when we can. We'll let you know when we can. So then actually I think my funniest moment of the whole thing had to be, I'll play this clip. I said this is kind of a clip show.
Oh,
but
man.
This was tough.
As we mentioned.
Oh my
Right?
god.
Coleman
Said he
definitely a
kept
positive tonight. I know he just
overcompensating.
missed that pretty badly, but he's played well. Yeah, not a prolific free throw shooter. That's fine. Just at all. That's okay. Karolinko just shaking his head, as we mentioned.
Oh man,
I've never seen a more broken shot.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah.
His shot is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just
I
nailed
don't
one
know.
before that.
I know. I don't know how.
wasn't
Like
like-
Kirk said, I don't know how, but he did. His shot is so bad. I don't even know how to fix it. You know what I mean? He would have to like literally learn how to play basketball all over again because it's just that it's worse than Shaq at the foul line for sure. Like they were comparing it to Shaq. I was like, I think it's worse. I think Shaq could make some. Shaq was
Yeah,
at least
Coleman
50% from the line.
Coleman should not have been wearing the Kobe Bryant jersey. He needs a Shaq jersey, easy. You know, like, that's cool.
He needs a Rick Barry jersey. Isn't he the one that
League legend,
the
GB.
underarm?
They need to implement the hacker Coleman.
That would be funny.
all
He
up.
should do the grand. He should do the granny. He should do granny
100%.
granny tosses or whatever you call it.
Oh,
Wouldn't hurt.
he might be.
Yeah.
He probably hit more shots.
Right. He did hit one out of
Yeah.
3.
He did. He
Um,
did. Fulton Reed, 1 out of 3.
Yeah, Coleman. But you know what? His game is getting a bit better. You could tell. Like so.
He
Oh,
rebounds
and
hard.
he's
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was bodying. The guy just kept pushing him around. He was just out leveraging him, but
Mhm.
he was trying. He
Yeah.
was definitely trying.
Yeah, he almost scored us. He almost scored. It rimmed
Well-
out. He drove it down the lane. Almost got a bucket.
Yeah,
Got a couple
got some
rebounds.
boards.
You know, I mean, that's pretty much about as much as you could ask for him. You know what I mean? You're not going to
Right,
get much
right.
more out of him than that. You know, so
We had the Twin Towers for about 3 minutes out there.
dude, that was
was
I
funny.
loved it. I loved it. I absolutely
Yeah,
loved
yeah.
seeing Justin out there. It was awesome to see
Josh on
Justin
the
out
call.
the
Yeah.
the twin towers went down faster than 9/11. You know, they didn't last too long.
Oh no, not at all. But it was beautiful. It was beautiful though.
Dana's gonna equal before we get into the after festivities that Phil posted the Barstool versus KMS this Monday game. It seems like it's gonna. I was looking. It seems like it's gonna get a lot of hype. I think people are excited. Stoolies, Minifans, but like, do you think Team KMS has a chance? I don't see it. What do you think, Jackson?
It's hard because they're cutting corners, I think, and playing a lot of their like producers who are not on air at all. So I don't like that. And I don't know if you've watched any of the footage of them. I mean, they don't post their whole games, but they do have a lot of clips, and some of those guys can really shoot. Based on yesterday's game and how athletic they were on defense, and KMS struggled really hard with that. I think that might be tricky. But I don't like the Billy football thing. Like, he sucks. So like, I don't think like their big guys necessarily aren't going to be fantastic. Dana obviously is a worry, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think they have a shot.
What do you think,
I mean,
Cliff?
they
you think
always
you
have a
should come
shot.
in? You think they need?
Cliff.
Okay, so
No, I
Yeah, you-
think they have a shot. They played hard yesterday. That was a really good team yesterday. They played a really good team, and that
The best
this
team
New
so
York
far.
team is not even close to the caliber of these Lithuanian guys
No.
that they played last night. So I think they have a shot. They're probably going to lose, but I don't. If they lose by 8, it's a win. If like Clemmer said, if they can't beat them by double digits or more, it's a loss in New York column. Like I said, they've been together for 3 years. This team's been together for 3 games, and I can see Beanbag scoring, Kirk putting up 15, 16, Gus injuring somebody, and then
people are saying Gus is gonna. People are saying Gus is gonna take out Gia.
oh Jesus, so that it would be the guy. It would be Gus.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
How chippy do we think it's going to get? Any fights?
Man, I think it's going to be less than it was last night. I don't know, because I feel like at least some of these guys may know each other. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say. Man,
Problem is, I don't see KMS they can't put up 40 points. And
yeah,
from what I'm seeing in this league, their league, if you're not putting up 40, you ain't winning. I don't know if Team New York's going to be able to put up 40 points. We'll see. But 20 is not good. What was their best game? Game 1? 30-something? So that's the big problem with this team right now is can they even score? They got to score 40 points. That's how they're going to win a game in any game they play. And getting 20, 25 from Beanbag and Kirk and 5 from the bench, 7-player bench. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it.
Yeah, unless they completely change
what-
and just
so-
play lockdown defense and then just like hold the ball, no shot clock.
Yeah.
You know, score a couple points, really play heavy defense. Don't give them many opportunities to even possess the ball. They could win that way, maybe. You know, I don't know.
Tough game to watch right there.
Yeah.
12-5.
Yeah, Yeah.
We'll see.
it'd be
Should
like
be
watching
good.
the Pistons from 06 or 07. Wasn't that
Right.
those teams that had like really good defenses and you know I mean, it could happen. You know, if anyone can figure it out, Kirk is going to be the guy. So
But
Yeah.
I think Kirk will
I'm
be
excited.
very
That'll be a fun.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be ready for the intensity because like Kirk was pretty intense yesterday, like
Mhm.
start to finish. He was all business. He started the chippiness. I saw him his little whacks here and there, and the guys, I don't know if you noticed that, Phil.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
Even
dude.
if it was out of
Shoulder
gamesmanship, there was
charge.
a couple that was a little whack. I like when the douchebag 14 hit his
Oh.
3 and Kirk was directly behind him, and he took a couple steps back and Kirk was there. That's when he got all pissy. Was after that one, but I don't think the New York guys have that in them. You know,
Mhm.
at least Rico won't try anything. You know, maybe Dana. The New York team's gonna rely on Dana, and
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see what Dana brings.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be must-watch
gonna be
TV.
good,
That's
yeah.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
What channel is it going to be on? Is it going to be on Barstool?
Oh, good question.
That's a great question.
I
I
don't
know
know.
our guys are calling it. Do they have a
Probably
New York
can't.
crew calling it? Are they
Yeah.
streaming it on the main channel?
Or like a simulcast. You know, maybe they'll put it on
Maybe
the main
it's on-
channel as
'cause
well.
They'll get bigger numbers on Barstool.
Oh yeah,
Oh, for
absolutely,
Sure.
for sure. No, I mean it's entertaining as hell.
Yeah, main channel. Josh on the main channel. That would
I think
be
so.
awesome. Josh,
Yeah, that might be the last time we
on the
see
main
Josh.
channel.
Maybe have another job.
Bye.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jake's,
No, he's awesome.
Oh,
Josh is
Justin,
great.
my guy,
KMS
my guy
channel.
Justin
KMS
Trudell.
channel.
So sources close to
love
me have
it.
confirmed it will be the KMS channel. My sources have said.
Cool.
So let's get into the after. So I'll play the clip. I'll play the clip in a bit, but let's get into the after game festivities. Fuck this. This Rumble is like, I think it's lagging me out because it keeps cutting out. Sorry. You got Phil, you were right there. So explain what happened a bit. So the guy said something like about Kirk's son, or said something like, "Oh, I can't believe this." What did you hear that? What, Phil? Maybe you could give us some.
Yeah.
insight.
So what happened after the game? The game ends. No one's shaking hands really. I think number 13 goes over to the other side where KMS bench is, starts trying to shake guys' hands. That's where the John Warren thing happens. I see that. I see Kirk yell the fuck at somebody. I wasn't sure if it was John or not, or the other team. It was like, I'm like across the court, so I can't really see that well. So I hear that. And I'm like, oh,
I think
man.
it was
like,
John. He was like,
yeah, John.
Yeah,
John.
I think it was
see,
John.
he like-
Cut it off.
Kirk like
Thought it was.
pushed John down and was like telling
Yeah.
him not to acknowledge that guy.
Yep.
And
exactly.
then he was like, "Get the fuck out of here, Kirk."
Yep.
Fucking
Pretty much
said to the
tackled
guy.
him.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. And so then from there we left, I went downstairs, went to the bathroom. I get out of the bathroom. I start hearing yelling, swearing. I run back upstairs, bust out my phone, hit record, and then basically that's where my phone kicks up. So I didn't even know any of the stuff where the guy said stuff about Kirk's kid and all that stuff. I didn't know any of that until Mama Kay commented on the video and was like, "Hey, I was there. This is what happened." And I was like, "Shit, I didn't even know that." So when I come walking up, I don't even know what's happening. I'm just assuming it's just a carryover from the game still. I really have no idea. And so that's basically how it was for me. And then I kind of found out more details as stuff started breaking. When the video came out, people started talking. And so that was like my experience. So I had no idea what the hell was going on at all. So
Cliff,
Yeah, I had a
what
similar
it-
experience. I was maybe a minute in front of you. I was in the upstairs bathroom. I came out. Harry was there. Heard all the commotion. I ran in, and everybody. Then that's when Mick got in, kind of broke it up, and then we kind of shuffled Kirk out of the gym, and it carried on. And then we walked him out to his car, and a Be a Man guy came over, and he's like, "We gotta walk Kirk out. They might jump him." I'm like, "Okay."
Jump and be a man.
We're in Belmont, but all right, okay. And then we walked Kirk and Harry out, and And then that was pretty much it. But I did not see the bottle throw. That would have been
no, I didn't see that either. But my favorite part of the clip is after it's all done, Mick's like holding this guy, right? And the guy's like, get off me. And he's like, I have to get my shoes. And Mick's like, oh, okay. And then like Mick turns around, and just like walks away. Like it's just like
that was the guy.
That was the guy.
That was the guy.
Okay.
Because they were like, we just want to go see the Celtics. And Kirk was like, all right, then get the fuck out of here and go.
Yeah.
He's like, I need my shoes.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Because I could hear it in my clip. I was like, I want my shoes. I was like,
yeah. By the time I came over, I could hear him saying, I didn't say anything. And he was like, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah. And I'm sure he did. If Kirk says he did, I'm
like,
sure
you're denying it.
Yeah, he probably said it under his breath, thought he could get away with it, you know, because his kid was there. He wasn't going to do anything, but he was messing with the wrong guy. That's not that guy, you know.
Right. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
So what do you guys think about Mick? Mick was like, Mutt and who was the other guy? Mutt and
Gus.
Mutt and Gus, like kind of. I can play the clip first, and then we could kind of see what he's talking about.
Sure.
A lot of clips today, but we got Philly clips on here, so we got it.
Oh, yeah, it's Philly's video.
Dude, let's go. Hey, get the fuck out of here. Go, bro, go.
Like I don't really get what I don't really get what Mick's talking about there.
Yeah, there was a lot of bodies over there. Then Justin got right in there. He was right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mutt and Gus weren't there. I think Gus went to the bathroom too. Like everybody going to the bathroom after the game. It was like 15 people around in that little corner there of the bleachers. So not like they were going to do anything or could have done anything either, you know.
Yeah, I think
but
it's another.
It was, you know, no cameras really rolling. Gus didn't come out and step in front of anybody either. So
Mickey Bits.
Mickey Bits. I think it's Mickey Bits. Patriots think against says Gus stalked to the moon. Jason McGowan said, "Who's the trans dude that touched the kid's hair?" That's not nice, Jason. That's not nice at all. Yeah. So that, but yeah. So that, any other insights from the game? We could kind of move off. Any final thoughts, Jackson? Do you have any final thoughts about the game?
Well, just from that clip, by the way, doesn't it look like Cinema Lords lives at that gym and he was just like walking into a fight?
Yeah.
He literally looks homeless.
He's like all disheveled after the battle of the game, you know what I mean? And this game was a battle.
He was talking shit most of the game too, but huffing and puffing.
Dude, he really was. They weren't lying, but there was one point when they were doing the foul shots and he was talking trash and the ref told him to stop it or he was going to give him a technical. And I remember I saw that. The game was all about body language because you couldn't really hear any of the trash talk that was being said. You just kind of could see Kirk or someone else mostly Kirk, talking trash to them. And then their faces look like Coleman's face when he's like upset or someone's talking trash on him. Yeah. But like worse. You guys remember that?
I could hear their bench though.
Yes.
When Cinema Lords made that Trump comment, I heard one of them say, amazing. "Oh, that's racist."
So funny.
Somebody said it was like you hear that? Like that was racist, and then. Yeah, I could hear them whining a little bit. Yeah, I could hear them a lot saying, "What is going on? Like, who's recording? Do they have announcers?" I kept hearing stuff like that around in the background, and I just kind of getting a kick out of that.
Yeah. Funny story about that. One of the Russian dudes, after when I was filming that last bit, he walking by. He said, "Fuck you, filming." He didn't say it right. He just had a Russian accent. So he's like, he just like bummed. I was like, did he just say "fuck you for filming" or "fuck you filming"? I was like, I don't know, but I'm just kept on filming.
Fuck you, Phil. Fuck you, Phil.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
He knew who you were.
Yeah.
He probably knew you.
Yeah, probably.
But Phil was big time. His clip got featured on the Barstool Sports main page today.
That Larry Bird clip. So sick. As soon as Kirk shot that and did that move, that's the first thing I thought of. So when I got home, I was looking for that clip and I found it. I was like, oh my God, hell yeah. Put it all together, tweeted it, boom. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, hell yeah. Such an awesome move by Kirk. Sick.
Great. Yeah. So actually, we got something breaking. It looks like Dave Portnoy has tweet notifications for the gym account. The guy Jim that posts old Coleman things. So Dave Portnoy replied to Jim because Jim, it looks like Jim posted here. Let me get it here. Jim posted this. Coleman has, I guess Coleman did a blog about female sports or whatever. And so the Portnoy took a snippet from the blog where Coleman wrote, "Ultimately, I understand the problems that Barstool creates, but I think that the company is truly starting to expand and open up the boys club to all and foster a changed idea of how sports should be enjoyed by males and females." Well, that is if Portnoy can keep his comments to a minimum. So it looks like so
Interesting.
looks like
Looks like Coleman's going to be making an appearance next Thursday again.
Yeah, for sure. And what year was this from? Do you know?
That's
2020.
Let's see.
2020?
Looks like 2020. Yeah, of course.
Of course. It
Yeah,
sounds
October
exactly
8th,
like
2020.
every college student from that time period too. Oh, that's brutal for Coleman. Not a good look.
But so it's funny, like Coleman's like weird buddies on the Unnamed show and stuff, and it looks like Portnoy obviously has like this bone to pick with Coleman, but Coleman keeps like proving him right because he's like, yeah, Coleman's gonna be part of a hit. Like the thing is too, like when Portnoy's like Coleman's gonna be the guy that tries to take Barstool down when he's gone, it's like he's already like you would think you would get in front of this and be like, hey, yeah, I actually had this blog like I wrote in 2020, but it's almost like he forgot. I don't know. What do you
He
think?
kind of did. He
But
deleted his Twitter
Portnoy
account.
having Jim.
You know?
Oh yeah, like now it's clear he deleted his Twitter
Mhm.
account because
yeah.
who knows
Yeah.
how much crazy shit this guy had.
God knows.
Yeah. And he's just part of that generation that just like they were filming themselves from a very young age and just like that's just normal. And now he's finding out, oh man, maybe I should have like wiped this history out before you know what I mean? Like, which is a smart move to do because, people can dig up stuff on anybody nowadays, like, things you say in the past. So, but yeah.
But it's like every tweet
look
he
at
had
this,
was
Coleman-
something like that.
Yeah. Every single one.
It's like, how can a guy change? Like, do a complete like.
I
180?
love how the number
Like,
one fans Coleman's picture is Coleman on a stretcher.
yeah, Coleman's number one fan is saying they're doing my boy dirty.
Hey, I'm a Coleman
As he
fan.
does Coleman dirty. I like Coleman. I do. I can't help it.
Horizon said
Coleman's been
Coleman, bro is such a liar. He's always like, there's nothing else, and it's literally from a couple of years ago. He says he doesn't remember. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's crazy, but
Yeah, but there
Like,
is
he really
so much
thought,
that I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Like, of
Yeah,
course he's
no.
gonna forget.
We
Yeah.
get another one every week. So like
Yeah.
another one's gonna drop. It's like a mixtape. Great.
Like someone's
Yeah.
blackmailing him out there, and just every single week.
We're gonna
drop
get one
something
with
new.
him and Kate Middleton. He's gonna be like, I'm here with Kate.
Yeah.
I do think though that when you're like 19, 20, like you're more left leaning, you're more kind of as you grow older. But he doesn't shut the fuck up about it. Every single post he's ever had is this political shit. You're like, shut up.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
that generation.
even nowadays, he brings up a lot of politics on the show and stuff like that. So he still hasn't learned his lesson for sure. But
No secondary thoughts.
But hey, we have
No.
this whole basketball
Headlines.
league to thank for him. So Kirk
Right,
built
right.
it into an idea. Took an idea and made it so much bigger. But it
He
wasn't
takes
Coleman
ownership.
running his mouth. So
Coleman and formerly Gus and Justin have taken the show in a little different direction here than the culinary regime. That Tomei stream would have never happened
mhm.
under Dave, even Steve, the basketball league.
Yeah.
So we all right?
That's me.
Get him. But yeah, for sure, it's great. It's great. A change has been great for the show. It's reinvigorated Kirk, like you said, even this league. So it's good. It's good. He seems happy. I don't think we're gonna have any mental breaks. Hopefully, anytime soon.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that
Menors
would be
live
awesome.
9 p.m. with Montante. Menors live will be at 9 p.m. with Montante. I will be there too. The Menors can't kick me off. So, and speaking of, actually, before we get to Menors, big break, Menors the mini mutt. Coleman sitting in his car for 45 minutes after the game could be one of the biggest lies ever told on the show. You know,
It was in the parking lot of the arena or the parking lot of his apartment complex. I
thought it was I thought it was the arena.
So he just sits there,
just sitting there. I mean,
sad boy music.
I find it hard to believe, but go ahead.
So the only thing that Coleman's doing after the game is going to McDonald's and getting like 2 Big Macs and fucking, he's getting 2 double cheeseburgers, 2 junior chickens, and then
the guy is long over.
He's not in the parking lot, and then also like him just like picturing him like was putting on fucking some sad rap music and just crying there is like it's such a bit. It's such a bit for sure.
He's driving home to Mac Miller just weeping.
Yeah. I wish we hear Mac.
He puts on his sad boy playlist that he probably
thinking about how
he
overcompensated his free throw.
Do you think he has 2 playlists, one for the win, one for a loss? Kind of like a Michael Scott move,
sure.
where
for sure, 100%.
I mean, with that said, I think Coleman does care about the games. He seems like pretty, mad when they lose, and he has that sour face on.
I don't know if you've seen Phil. Like right at the end of the scuffle, Kirk had to grab him actually because he was pissed at the kid who called him fatty. He was like, "You call me fatty, you fucking pussy." Like he was all right, enough. Let's go. He was serious. He was fucking
he definitely was. He definitely was.
Big boy.
So he gets it. He's into it. You know what I mean? He's definitely into it for sure.
He is. He was not happy. He missed those free throws, but he glared at the guy like he hit him.
Yeah. Did you see that?
I'll hit him next.
That's my favorite part of Coleman, though. He does not back down. Like he clearly lies, and he stands strong.
Yep.
And he takes it. He takes a punch. Yeah, he takes a punch. He rolls with it.
Yep.
That's all. That's all you can ask for. So yeah. He's been getting better as producer too.
But I like when it's funny when he's like in the booth. He's like, "Man, I'm sick of being a joke. This team, we need to be serious." And Kirk's like, "Shut the fuck up! Like you haven't done anything for the team." It's like I'm listening to it and being like, "What the fuck is this guy saying?" Like, obviously, Kirk's gonna get like a little bit annoyed, but producer wise, like I know Menor's always just like the producers, blah, blah, blah. I think they've been like they're really hitting their stride. Like I don't think you could say. And then there's people in chat too much basketball talk, too much this. It's like, what are you gonna do? Like the basketball is kind of has taken over the show, and
if you don't know
you can tell that like
by now. The show is waves. Right now we're on a basketball wave. If there was no basketball, it'd be a trivia wave leading up to the playoffs. It's a show, whatever Kirk's into.
Yeah, it's always ever changing. There'll be something else that happens that pops up that Kirk will get into. Or it's always ever changing. That's what makes the show great. Because it's not always the same thing. Gus to Chicago, the producer search.
Right.
There's always something different. That's what makes the show great.
And for me, and I always say this, like my favorite part of the show is like Kirk making fun of the fans, like having that. And basketball is essentially like the basketball talk is essentially that in a nutshell. It's talking about the world, talking about people, making fun of it. There's funny clips. You got Josh, so it's like. I really, it's like, okay, what's this story about Trump? What's the story? Like, I like those things, like sometimes they could be a tune out, but like when you're talking about making fun of the Minifans, like all that stuff, it always hits for me. So
yeah, I agree, man. Yeah. I've been loving the basketball era. It's been great.
You guys think, you think Kirk will do a full scorched earth on Gus if he does truly get this gig in Chicago, or do you think he has that soft spot for Gus and he'll just
the
be
problem
happy
is
for him?
the problem is Gus. The problem is Gus will do something, and there'll be a picture of Gus hanging out with like Gia or
Chaps. It's gonna be Chaps, no doubt.
Chaps, or he does content with them, and then Kirk's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, so
Then he's dead,
so
man.
because Gus, he's like Gus. Once he gets that job, he's a dead man. And if he gets it, like he is dead. I was saying this about Gus. Gus, when he's unemployed, trying to get a job, is the best version of himself. He's like doing so much stuff, but then once he gets his job, it's like, all right, I did it. He puts his feet up and he doesn't do anything.
Yep.
You know,
So let the lies begin.
yeah, he's like, it's like, oh, I made it, and he's like, he cracks, he pours a bottle of scotch, and he's like, yeah, we did it.
Yeah,
Like,
I could see Big Cat reading an ad and being like, who gave this to you, Hank? And fucking Gus, you even read that? And like, oh,
I don't know.
sorry.
Yeah.
He's not gonna like come up with
Sam
bits.
calls.
Yeah.
No, he would be probably more behind the scenes and then maybe sneak his way into it.
I don't know though. I think he'd be like a yak guy. I could see him like he'll chip in because he's a wild man.
Yeah.
I
I
could
could see that. I could see that.
Could see him run all over Chicago doing stuff for them. And
I'm
I think it'd
excited.
be a good fit.
Actually, Gus didn't give me credit for telling him because we were playing video games, and he's like, "Yeah, I might get the job. I might get an interview." And I was telling him, just when you get an interview, the best thing you can do is say, "Hey, you know, I know I got a lot to learn, but I could be an asset from day one." And then he goes on the show and he pretty much says, "Like, oh yeah, when I go in, I'm going to tell them I can be an asset from day one." And I was
Verbatim.
Like, I'm glad he's taking my advice, But
you have the clip from Dave when he was doing Davey Trader with all the comments. And he asked
with
Big
Gus,
Cat-
Gus,
yeah.
Gus, yeah.
What
Who's
incidents?
Gus?
was that today? Was there a clip of that today?
It was on the
Yeah.
show today, wasn't it?
I believe it was. I saw it today, so I think
It's on Dave's
we-
Twitter.
we asked Big Cat in the background.
KMS?
You're hiring Gus?
Yeah. Someone says no, right?
Where would it be? Is that on would that be on KMS
Good
or
question.
where'd you
Let me
see it?
find it.
KMS.
Yeah, that was. I think KMS reposted it.
If someone can find it, DM it to me, and then I'll do it.
Gus
Sorry,
Mania.
just because I don't have a producer. John, just leave. It's called
Mania.
Gus main account.
Gus. No, I think it was called
Main
hashtag
account.
Gus Mania is taking over or some shit.
Main account.
I'm literally
Yeah,
I'm in the
let's see.
comments. I'm in the chat saying I'll find it, and now all 5 of us are looking.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Oh,
about it, guys.
I didn't see. Okay, thank you, John. Oh, John's here.
Jack.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Just you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit.
Men on a
All right,
mission.
John. I actually take that back. Thank you, John. Cliff, direct all clip requests to John. I'm hosting actually. I'm not getting the clips, so I blame Cliff. Actually, that was Cliff's fault. But,
Thanks for straightening
I'm
us
just
up.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Have a nice life.
Um,
Thanks for that.
fuck. Where? Okay. Oh, maybe while we find the clip, Kirk not a lock for surviving Barstool. You could tell Kirk's on the show just being like, Dave, please just lock me in, and
Okay.
Dave's like, no, you're not a lock yet. I would love to see him on it, but
He will.
But,
I like
what do you
that
think?
Dave's still dangling a carrot in front of him, like, not yet, crazy crew. But that's gonna be
yeah, but it's like you could tell Kirk's a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, you could tell.
I've
Kirk's
never
a little
heard
bit,
Kirk
like,
ask for something like
a little
that. Like,
hurt.
just say yes,
Yeah.
please, Dave. And he's like,
I mean,
"No."
it would be
Please,
infinitely better with Kirk than without Kirk, no doubt about that. I mean, last year was must watch. This year without Kirk, I mean, I'd probably watch it, but I mean, I don't think it's going to get nearly the same amount of buzz. So they got to have Kirk.
He'll be
in.
there.
Yeah,
He'll be
I
there.
hope
Of course,
so.
he'll be there.
I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, Justin's telling me to.
Why?
Oh, sorry. Justin's telling me to check the DMs. But yeah, what do you think, Jackson? You think he's going to be there?
100%. I think this is just a bit from Dave trying to rile the fans up. I think, for sure, it's a million times better with him there.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be pay-per-view again? What are they? What are we doing? Is it just going to be on Rumble?
That's a great question.
maybe Netflix. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe Rumble.
Doesn't seem likely.
I know.
Dave and all his connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be interesting
Amazon.
how they work that out. Given like
Oh,
last
there
year.
we go.
What's that
Guys,
boxing channel?
We did it.
You got it.
Guys, we did it. Thank you, Justin.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There it is.
We'll put
I'm
it
saying
all-
Gus. I'm with Big Cat. The room. I heard, Dan, you're hiring Gus.
No.
I'm with a lot of people in the chat right now are saying Gus. I'm with Big Cat. The rumor on the street where they are hiring Gus.
We're not hiring Gus. We hate putting him through to the interview process for intern. Kirk has pushed hard to maybe have Gus not be his problem anymore. It's my problem. We will give Gus a fair shot.
The report from Big Cat and it's saying hire Gus, give him a chance, hire Gus,
Getting a full chance.
give Gus a chance. Hashtag. He's just one guy trying to make a difference. I don't know if they're talking about Roaring Theater or Gus. All aboard R.I.P. John Stewart, the Gus bus.
R.I.P.
Go
John
Gus.
Stewart.
A lot of Gus dancers will give him a fair shot.
A lot of Minifans.
I did like how he got right in the face of.
Oh, that's I didn't
There we go.
see this.
I didn't see that. There you go, Gus.
Yeah, that was a great clip.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, look,
That's
people are
good.
saying People are saying L cats.
KMS World is taking over Barstool
Gus-
slowly but surely.
Is that just him trying to
it
curb
wa- it-
expectations, or is he secretly
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because Gus, like when he did the producer search, everyone's like, "Oh, Gus, you have no chance." Yeah, and Gus was like, "Hey, if I have put a little bit of money on me, it's a big bet." So, yeah. So Gus could be in Barstool soon. That's funny. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he'd fit right in there.
Get him
He'd
on
be a great little whack
PNT.
tacker. Oh yeah,
Some good sports
definitely.
days.
Yeah.
Thank God for shot callers.
Nice, great clip. Thank you. Yeah. What else do I got here? Oh, Menor's big break on Pick Central. Kind of a little bit of soft on Rico Bosco, but I love Menor, so I thought it was funny. I thought the KFC joke where he makes the comment about KFC and no one reacts. I thought that was telling.
That was good.
Well, Jackson from Man from Australia, what do you think about Menor's and his big break?
It was very short. I thought he was gonna have a big section, but he talked about one game for 2 seconds. And they didn't even talk about the USA played Pakistan and won, by the way. I don't know if I'm sure you guys couldn't care less, but that's a big upset. Yeah, I don't know. It was very kiss-assy. So that kind of.
So Menor's was so excited.
He talks all this shit.
So privately, Menors was so excited. He's messaging me, look, I got on the Barstool main channel, all this stuff. And I told him, I was like, did you promote the network when you were on there? And he's like, I didn't get a chance to promote the network. So I was like, how can you not promote the network when you have this big platform, Have you because Menor says he's made all these media appearances. Do you know Menor's in Australia as a cricket guy, or you never heard of him until now?
Not before, but I mean, I actually follow the podcast. I'll listen every once in a while. His cricket podcast. He has some good names on.
Okay.
I think he's pretty prevalent, I think, but he's not on the main channels. He's not on big international games or anything. It's more local. But no, I never heard of him before any of this. When I found out that, I was like, holy shit.
Did you ever eat at his restaurant?
No, unfortunately, go get some breakfast. Yeah, no, we're in different cities. So we're a 10-hour drive away. But
oh, okay.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
But yeah, the Menor's big break. Kirk called him mini mutt, so I thought that was good. What else do I got here? So Justin's bits. He had a couple bits. I've been trying to track Justin's bits. He started the week saying he sent everyone in the basketball group, if their feet hurts, do a pedicure. So that was one of Justin's bits, and he also Kirk when they were talking about the Yukon guy, the Yukon coach. Kirk, he asked Kirk, "Oh, is Kirk going to be coaching anywhere soon?" So two classic Justin bits this week.
Swinging a miss.
Two swings and a miss. Yeah,
at least he's swinging. He's swinging.
Oh, what is?
1 second, guys. My dog.
Also, so did they? I don't know if I missed this, but did they hint? Hint that they did an interview with Turtle Boy?
I thought that sounded like they had done the interview and they were just waiting to edit the interview and post it. At least that's what it seemed like when Kirk had brought it up. Because, that's what it sounded like to me. What do you guys think?
I'm kind of confused. Like, I don't know why he wouldn't just go in one day and they do it live. You know?
Yeah, that's weird.
Mm. That is weird. I mean, I know they've done like they scheduled interviews in the past and pre-recorded them and then released them later. So like that's not out of the
this
realm
is
of-
Turtle Boy.
Yeah. He's been on the show before. Live. I thought a few times.
Yeah.
He hasn't come in though, has he?
Has he? No. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of that group show that they did together a while back. But yeah, no, I don't think so. But
Like he's called in once or twice, like years
yeah,
ago
that's
now.
what it is. Yeah. That's right. I don't think he's ever been actually in studio, but he's been on the show. That phone call.
I think he'd be terrible in studio though.
You think he'd just be too much interested in his own?
Full on.
Topics,
He's in his own world and it's just full on. And it's too much. I'm not interested.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
the Karen Reed thing is a whole other. That's a huge topic. So yeah, I mean, if they did record it, I'd be interested to hear it. I can't wait to hear it. Because it's definitely interesting.
People are saying Kirk's a little bit jealous of Turtle Boy and the success he's had in this, and maybe that's why. What do you think? I think Jackson, you were telling me this.
No, I didn't say that, but no, I
Poor
don't,
Jackson.
I don't think so.
That wasn't
That's
me.
Oh, it was Luke McGay. Yeah, that's who it was telling me.
McGay.
Portnoy showed so much. Portnoy showed so much. It looks like the Minifans seem to take over the chats. I think that's what they do. I think that's what we do best, like unified in a chat, just saying our narrative. So that's I thought that was fun. The last thing, live show venue in New Hampshire. I don't really know the area. Too well, but what are you thinking about this? Phil, we go, Phil.
I'm excited that there's going to be a new live show. As far as where it could possibly be, I don't know. I know there's one in Concord. I don't know the name of it. I know there's a few like theaters, kind of old school theaters like that. So I mean, I don't know exactly. I think before they had gone up there to look at a theater and they liked it for another live show, but then they ended up not going there. So maybe they're going back to one of the ones they looked at before. I just don't remember whereabouts it was, but wherever it is in New Hampshire, I'll be down to go. I'm excited about it. I'll be there. So yeah,
definitely new location. That's good.
Yeah, I love New Hampshire. It's not that far from me, so I love the main shows, New Hampshire shows. Anything close by is great, so we'll take it.
What are the chances they're going to do the cross country trip with the live shows? Is there any chance at all?
Well,
they're
Kirk said he
saying
wants
one,
the Dakota ones. I think Kirk's at least going to do that. I mean, the other ones, we'll see. You know what I mean?
Well, it's funny.
Show's backyard.
I was listening to like an old show, and they were talking about Minifans across America, like how they were going to do this big run, and it never happened. So it could be there is a lot of things that have been promised and not delivered over the last 4 years. Golden tickets, Do we chalk this one up? And I think I used to blame Kirk, but I always think it's now the producers. Like they need to follow through on these
Logistically, though, that's a nightmare. Like they're gonna do it in like a week and do like 7 shows or whatever the hell it was. I don't know.
No, I think they're gonna do like a couple a year. I think.
Yeah, it can be done. As
spread it
Julie
out.
disappeared off the planet.
Kirk is a
Thank
big
God.
future. He gives future Kirk problems. He's like, yeah, we'll do it in like a year, and then it comes up and it never gets done.
Like shit.
Yeah, I still
Hopefully
think
people forget.
people are still waiting to golf with him from the Mancock fundraisers. So, What'd you think about? I'm waiting for Menors. I guess we're waiting for Menors to come on, and then we'll start Menors live. What did you think of Pelt's appearance in studio? Like headphones reversed, not listening to the show.
Balls out.
Balls
Big
out.
balls.
Long
think the
balls.
Headphones saved him because
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
a pretty rough performance.
It was tough.
It was tough.
Yeah.
And I was in studio with him. It was tough. The headphones saved him. I laughed out loud for about 5-10 minutes. Rewinded it, saw it again, showed my wife. I was dying. And went back earlier into the show to make sure he still had it. It was like, wow. And Blind Mike, like, it can't be how I'm picturing it. And yeah, it is exactly how you're picturing it. Good job, blind guy.
Oh, that's so awesome. No, he's a character. I mean, even though he's kind of like not really listening to the show as much as he used to and all this other stuff, he was still
that
funny.
triggered me.
I was kind of surprised by that. Kind of surprised
fuck?
by that. Yeah.
Me too. I was
legit.
surprised.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it was funny. This week had probably the most people that haven't listened to KMS in studio, right? You had Josh doesn't listen. You have Peltz, you know. So Blind Mike.
I think James listens.
Is Josh a bit? Does he listen? Is he in the chat right now?
I think no. I think
No.
Josh I think Josh was thought Kirk was a big time sports guy. And that's why he and then because I think when he did the producer search, he's like, "Oh, I love when you talk about sports." I think he said something like that, you know.
Oh, really?
So,
I
yeah.
love the Bruins coverage in 13.
Yeah. BA, do you listen? I do listen. Thank you. Thanks for the
What about
question.
James on
Sam.
the show? I thought James was really good today.
I was. Yeah, I thought the show today was pretty good. I like the basketball talk, so like they could do the whole show about basketball, and like I'll enjoy it. There's always funny moments. So last night, like the YouTube, there was like 2,500 people or 2,200 people watching that game live. You know,
Damn,
so
that's impressive.
Very impressive, and yeah, so it's pretty awesome. So what else? Oh, actually, I forgot to mention this. I said it at the beginning, but Clemmer's there in that vlog, the last basketball vlog, Clemmer, there was way too much Clemmer in it. It was like 20 minutes of Clemmer. Like Clemmer, also Clemmer saying the rat race presented by Chris Clemmer, and then saying you called the Kirk Minihane Show. I'm like, it's not Kirk Minihane's Kirk Minihane.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that would be the equivalent. Yeah. That is
I don't
wild.
know if you heard as well. Menes was criticizing Kirk for criticizing Clemmer about that, but at the same time, Menes has the Minifan network. So
yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like obviously,
a lot of irony.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Okay, Menors doesn't have the link. I'm John, man. John has been slacking today, I think. So let me send my good friend Menors the link. Well, Cliff, like, so do you think you'll play on the team?
Well, he kind of killed it. He killed it today. He said not this season. Like I said, if I come back in, or I guess I'm going to announce the game on the 27th. That should be very interesting.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a different broadcast. It's not PG. Will not be PG. That's
a lot of swearing.
Well, yeah.
A little attitude error. Or are we going rated R? What do you?
Yeah, like
some nudity.
Hey, let's go. You know, I don't know. We'll see. I'll be beside a guy in a wheelchair, and apparently Cullen will be running on the sideline. So we'll see that broadcast. But yeah, I'm not playing this season. But like I'll say to Kirk, hopefully if I get a chance to bring it up, that if I can be Gus's replacement when he goes to Chicago and leaves the family, I would like that. But I'm not.
What's your fitness level like?
I'm like I run around like Gus. I'm an engine like that. Like I don't stop running around back and forth.
Thomas the Train.
It's the Portuguese in you, eh?
Yeah.
That's a Portuguese basketball basketball technique, eh?
Yeah, we don't really get over 5'10", you know. Most of us, you know. But yeah, we have a lot, like they said, a lot of heart, a lot of
speed, a lot of heart.
Wins games, but it makes content, that's for sure.
Clip, are you from the Azores?
Yes. I'm first generation, so parents were born there. I was the first seed in the States, so I speak it, I read it, I write it. You know, grandma didn't speak a lick of English.
Do you hate
here for 50 years? What is that?
Do you hate people from the mainland?
Hate's a strong word, but they do think they're better than us. So we're like, fuck you. Like, yeah, they treat us like second-class citizens. Like, you know, we have more of a slang, more like a brute kind of way of talking, island people. So yeah, they're a little more sophisticated.
So out of the Portuguese people that have been in, there's so many Portuguese people. Who's a mainlander and who's an islander? Is Gus a mainlander or is he an islander?
I don't know about Gus. Cinema, he told me his family are mainlanders.
Oh,
that's I could see that. There's tension between you guys.
The checks out.
Hey, it was a great sport. I went right at him and he didn't even bat.
He loved it.
Bat an eye.
He loved it.
Yeah, really. I don't know if he heard me.
Yeah.
He liked my Jefferson's joke. I was waiting for that one. Coleman's a mainlander since he claims to have royal blood. I don't fucking know. Gus, I'm not sure about. Gus is pretty hairy like me, so I would say he's an island boy. So,
what about Daver?
Davers, I would go mainlander. They like to borrow money and not pay it back.
Ooh, is that a mainlander move?
Oh, it's a mainlander move. Yeah, okay. Islanders, we're too proud. We work too much, so we don't even want to borrow money because we don't pay anybody back. You know?
Yeah, you almost look down on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try to starve.
Breaking news. Look who we have here.
Piece of bread. Oh my!
Hello. So you're going to play the music, John? Or are we going to do?
We got two Australians here today.
Hey, Jackson!
You win, you tiny little shit. That was BA.
What? Sorry. I don't know what he's saying.
What did he say?
I don't know. You know, John. He's probably on 50 million drugs right now. Doesn't know where he is. Yeah. G'day, Jackson. G'day, Cliff. Nice to meet you. Hello, Phil. Excellent film work at the basketball.
Thanks.
Heard what you said about me, Jackson. It was pretty fair, I would say. I think you were pretty nice to me. You stuck with your Aussie teammate.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll see. Anyway, are we going to do Manners Live? Because I know BA can't end the fucking show. Just been crashing to a halt as we hear more about.
I'm waiting for.
This is such bullshit.
You fucking play the music.
I gave him. I almost gave him a fucking map to finish the episode, but he couldn't do it his fucking self. He has a fucking song to play, and then he has to play your intro. It was all there, and then you came, and he brought you in, and then
I thought you're playing it because you're here.
No, I was going.
Because you're here. Your voice went up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new. I think this is a commercial from Merch Mouse, and then we'll hit the Menors Live intro. We'll take some calls. Boys, it was an honor to have you guys here.
You're not playing his parody song.
We'll drop that during the middle of calls, I was thinking. Because that's just audio. It's not a video.
You tell me what to play on Menors Live. Yeah.
Bitch, please. Bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming Friday, June 14th, the debut album from Central Ave, Songs I Can Sing, with party songs like Drinking,
pour another shot, buy another round, pick another fight, get out of town, the bottom of the bottle is my friend,
and love songs like Married.
Carousel, make big decisions, carousel, make big mistakes.
So please check them out. Songs I Can Sing by Central Ave. Out Friday, June 14th. On Apple Music, Spotify, and wherever you get your music.
It's Late Night with Mad Manners. I'm your host. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Manners till midnight. I will be taking your calls. I am also still alive. I haven't been fucked to death by koalas. So stick it up your ass, Steve. It's really good to see someone while we're all on lockdown. That's it. It's always sort of been there. The women's game has been ignored. So fucking scared. I mean, look at Steve Robinson. Since he talked about his parents in the first episode, he basically lied since then because he's too afraid. He doesn't have the guts that Kirk has. All right, everybody, welcome back to Manners Live. I am Manners, of course. Joining me is BA. We'll have Montante joining us very, very shortly. I think he's probably just making himself a drink, putting on his last few bets before he sits down for an hour. BA, so I believe this is like the farewell show for you. You're retiring from Mike and the Minifans. You've got something on Friday nights for the rest of your life. So is that it?
No. Actually, I forgot to say I'm gone the next 4 weeks. So we
4 weeks?
So next Friday I have a work function. One of the staff is leaving, so we're going out on Friday for her going away. Then I'm in Europe for 2 weeks. Watching some soccer. Gonna be a fun time. Then I'm at the cottage the week after, so it's just vacation season, summertime. So, but then I'll be back after that. So 4 weeks, 4 weeks without me.
Absolutely. Well, the show is pretty awful, so it's only going to be worse when you're not there.
Today was good.
Montante, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. I thought the show was good. I don't know what that's about.
No, are you talking about Mike and the Minifans or the main show?
Oh, boy, I'm just talking about Mike and the Minifans. Were you guys not talking about that?
It was fine. It was pretty, it was average. I mean, Manners Live will be better. So I don't know if you heard Montante, but I made an impassioned plea for you to. They need you in there. Like, you can't say this because you're a humble guy, but what's your availability? Like, if Kirk said to you, you can come in. What's the most you could go in with your new job?
For normal work, I'm there twice a month. Not there, but I'm saying in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Like I was there last week, but no, if it doesn't line up, it doesn't line up.
But you could go in what? So, once or twice a month pretty easily if you're in the area. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like when I stay in New England, I stay usually at Mima's house, which is maybe 40 minutes from Watertown. At the Casa de Mima, as our buddy, what's his name, is obsessed about. What's his name? Ocella. Ocella's a big fan of that. He fantasizes about us fucking each other, which I can't confirm or deny what we do.
But I mean, when you see the show and you're like people in there that are really struggling, and there's some great people in there, and don't you think why they sort of turned their back on you?
No, it's okay. You can't have a scammer like me in there, bring down the credibility of the show. It is what it is. I get it, with high stakes comes, high punishment. So it's fine. No, they've gone a different direction. Where Kirk got this whole basketball thing that I'm out on. Yeah, would I prefer they maybe spend a little more time on Trump and shit like that? Yeah, sure. But yeah, listen, I'm watching the basketball game. So here right now, he's just hyper focused on the basketball thing. Like if he was not hyper focused, he's not having people in there who don't listen to the show. But if they're paying attention to basketball, they're in. It's fine.
Yeah. So do you find the basketball stuff is a bit of a tune out?
No, I listen to every show. They could talk about. They could do dead air for fucking 2 hours. I'd probably still listen. Like I listen to it.
Yeah, right.
I thought it was just the way to kill a show one day. I know, 3-4 weeks later, they're now 3 games in and talking about it every show. So I misread that, but I'm still listening.
Yeah. And
oh, sorry, man, just go ahead.
Yeah, you're not hosting anymore. Did you sort of blame Coleman and Justin not asking you in? Because they're the ones that really do most of the phone calls. And look, I think, BA made claims that I'm always getting on the producers' back. They do a lot of good things, but I just obviously, I'm a
I don't want to.
Do you think Coleman is like holding you back? Because he's got his favorites. He's got his little Rolodex.
Yeah, no, I don't want to throw Justin under the bus because I don't know if he did this, kind of to reach out and then clear it with Kirk. But he asked last week if I could go in on Tuesday, which didn't make sense for me because the whole point of me going up there, because it's a far drive, because I hit places for work. So if I were to do a Tuesday show, I'd have to drive up Monday, which was a holiday. So it would just be like a dry run up. So it didn't work out. I think I was there Wednesday to Thursday, and Wednesday no show, and Thursday was a loaded show with Clemmer and Blind Mike. So I don't think I'm fully on the outside. I mean, I could be, but yeah, if it doesn't work out for me work-wise, then it doesn't work out, and it goes both ways.
Right.
How bad is how bad is Clemmer's laugh? Like his fake.
I don't think you can fake that. I don't think you can fake that. How bad is his real laugh? Terrible.
It's so annoying, man. He does it. He does it all the time.
Did he do it like a nervous when he called in?
Yeah, it's like a nervous tick kind of thing. But
Yeah.
like he needs to cut that laugh out. Like I don't know.
It fits his voice perfectly, so maybe it's not that bad. But yeah, it's a bit.
I
It's a
think
bit
it's
much.
fake. I think it's Fugazi.
Clemmer getting really angry is also funny. Like before I went on Pick Central, he was fighting with someone else. I don't remember what sport they were fighting about, but it got incredibly heated. And when Clemmer really like riles up, you've got to laugh. You absolutely have to laugh. And look, it's the pot calling the kettle black here, but he does do a pretty good Kirk impression when he gets angry.
Yeah, he's kind of known for that. He is feisty. He gets heated in that office. But I don't know. Like when he first started there, I felt like everyone kind of liked him. Now that he's been there for a while and he's established, like I feel like his people still like him, but he's kind of not like a bad boy, but like he's kind of known for going against the grain sometimes, and whether it's forced or not, I don't know. But good for Clemmer.
Yeah,
Don the Jeweler is saying that Menor's got 13 likes on the.
I'm very proud of that.
You're very
proud
excited
of that, Don. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Don, you can knock it, but the fact that one of my cricket takes was tweeted out by the Barstool account, it's a win for me. Of course, it's going to get 17 likes. It's not a target market, but
yeah, imagine following Barstool for like asses of the day or whatever. Then seeing you hop on there,
exactly. Compare Rohit Sharma to Big Cat, and that was also tweeted out on the Viva La Stool account, Pick Central. I mean, it's across multiple platforms. I think if you add all the likes up, Don, I think it's over 20.
30?
So
okay.
20, over 20.
Why'd you guys not talk about the USA match?
Okay, so this is where I don't need you and fucking Jackson trying to tell me how to do my job.
It's a fucking question, scumball.
I'll answer you the question.
Just answer it. You're giving me this whole.
Yeah, the game was on when I was on Pick Central. It wasn't over yet.
So do me a favor. Just say that next time. Just say that next time. Just say that next time.
Just say that next time. I'm a fucking gun cricket commentator.
Yeah,
I would have ignored the biggest victory. They were fucking playing when I'm doing the fucking interview, and I've got Jackson, biggest fucking drop kick, tweeting out photos of his D division baseball, and he's trying to tell me, he should have spoken about it. Of course, if the USA had won, I would have. Fucking loser. Call back to your hole, both of you. You too.
What did you think of Jackson saying he's never heard of your cricket broadcasting in Australia?
He did. He said I do local cricket. So absolutely, I do like. So it's not like when Australia plays Pakistan. It's when like the state, say when New South Wales, where I'm from, plays another state.
I misunderstood. I misunderstood that. I thought you were like global, like international. I thought you were like Australia's voice for cricket.
No, absolutely not. I'm
okay.
I'm a voice. I'm one of the many voices. But it's a bit like I'm sure it's the same in the US. Most of the people in the international games are former international cricketers. Like they've played for Australia, and so it's probably the same as in the US. But anyway, I want to ask you, Montante. So, will you keep giving them your availabilities? Like, okay, I'm going to be in Boston, or does it actually kind of get soul destroying when you keep saying I'm available and they keep ignoring it?
Well, they know I go there the beginning of every month, like clockwork, like for work. So they have an idea, but I know I'm not like no, not to take a shot. It's Steve here. I'm not like Steve from Gloucester, where I'm like reaching out like, hey, I'm available this week. Like, no, if I'm in the area, they know when I'm going to be there. Like, I'd like going in there. If not, it's not the end of the world. I still got shit to do.
I just think Coleman, Coleman's thinking about bringing Pelletier. Why isn't he on the phone to you going, give me your dates when you be in town? I'll feel, it's not, obviously they do the show when Kirk wants to, but kind of
Well, you know
work
what?
around it a bit. Like, okay, Montante's here. Let's slot him in there, and we'll get someone else for another day.
Not to throw them under the bus, and I don't think this is a huge deal, but it is worth noting. Like, there'll be times where Justin will be like, "Hey, like, can you do Thursday?" Like, he'll not be in the area, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Then 20 minutes later, I hear a ding, and I'll check. It's Coleman. He's like, "Hey, can you do Thursday or Friday?" And you're like, "Yeah, I already spoke to." So they're kind of on the same wavelengths, but they're not simpatico at all.
They're not talking to each other,
you know. Which I know if matters. If you're leading the show, you're leading the show. You guys, everyone be on the same page at all times.
Yeah, it should be a group text.
But yeah, that's okay.
Fair enough. So you brought up the basketball, Montante. So, what do you sort of? I don't know. You're a sport guy, and I'm a sports guy. You know, I was looking at the way the team carried themselves on Thursday night, and I thought it was pretty bad. Like, I thought when you're as like bad as they are skill wise and as unfit as them, you can't really go in there and try to be the tough guy. Like this whole Kirk bit of let's, get in their faces and be really physical and, fight hard. And, this is a fucking war. Like, I don't think it works in that context. It's sad. Like you're playing in this, terrible men's league. It should be fun. It should be jokes. It should be laughing at Coleman, missing the basket by 7 feet, that kind of thing. Like, I just thought the whole thing was very, very unedifying.
Yeah, but the whole men's league. Yeah, go ahead, B.A. I don't want to cut off the host.
Sorry, Menor's. Do you think that? Oh, now I forgot what was I going to say.
No, B.A. You got to salvage it. There you go.
Do you think Kirk is playing up to the camera more than Gus? Like it's Kirky bits. Like he's trying. It's like a production now. That they're getting in their face and stuff.
It was a whole bit to go in there on Thursday night and be aggressive and start getting in the opposition's faces. So, Montante, you were going to say something before.
I was going to say before I was brutally interrupted. No, I mean, there's like unwritten rules and like, the way you do a men's league. You compete, but to a certain extent, you're probably not diving, probably not taking charges, but that's not this team is, goes against the grain every which way. And that's the way Kirk wants it to be. Kirk would rather have a 0-3 team where they're scrappy, they're fucking, talking shit and kind of creating a little controversy than be 2-1 and kind of just going with the flow. Like this is exactly what Kirk wants.
Yeah, but I just thought it looked terrible.
If you're on these other teams and you're not familiar with the show, like what? Like this team's fucking they're fucking scumballs.
You just want to play basketball. You just want to play basketball. Have a
I just got done working an 8 to 5, and I got some fucking retard Gus trying to uppercut me as I'm shooting a layup. Like, it's insane. It's insane, but entertaining.
Do you think that Kirk's trying to get kicked out of the league? He's already done with basketball. He's like, oh, we need to move on from this. So he's
absolutely. Like he's like, how far can I push it?
You can see there's certain points of the game that are on like 30 in the third quarter where he starts hunting for that tech. He's looking for it. Listen. As much as I wish they'd talk about some other stuff during the week, I'm glued to this fucking basketball games. Like I missed the first 8 minutes last night of the finals to watch that in a 30-point game. I'm still watching, so it is entertaining. The game's funny as hell.
I watched it too, but it was just terrible performance. I think terrible leadership from Kirk. He set a bad example. Hunting for those tees. I think they could have more fun and still be very entertaining. Like just watching these, like just put on some of the worst players more. Like they're never going to win a game, so they may as well get Mick out there for 5 minutes. I
could watch. I want a camera on Mick in the warm-ups. I want a camera on Mick from the time he steps out of his car.
Mick cam?
It's unbelievable.
Mick solo cam?
Mick cam 24/7. What's great about Mick too is
what would be funny? That would be funny.
This guy, man, it's unbelievable.
Right.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It'll be funny.
Sorry.
You did.
Sorry, I was saying if brother Al. No, I didn't. If brother Al came to the games and just did the Mick cam on the BAP feed, that's
a great idea.
The move.
It's a good idea. But what I like about Mick is you can hook him up to a lie detector. When he goes on these fucking 5 a.m. shows of Beyond Average, everything he says he believes. Like. He'll be like, oh, yeah, I'll do X, Y, and Z. Do you see him out there? And he gets a bounce pass and it knocks him over. You're like, how is this the same guy? But he believes everything he says. It's fascinating. And that pick today, use me. It's unbelievable. And then he jogs away like he's the best.
I'm no basketball expert, but I can tell, like him on that basketball, he has no instincts. He's sort of running around, but you can tell he's in the wrong spot. Like he looks like he's running around trying to avoid the basketball. Like anyway, it's absolutely terrible.
In that take me clip, he's running like so dainty with his hands up, like with no one around.
Yeah, it's the best. The most perplexing clip from all this in Mick's basketball career, from what I've seen, is that in practice, I believe they're scrimmaging. A ghost comes out of nowhere and fucking hits him in the temple, and he goes down like that and rolls around. I watched it 50 times. I can't even imagine what hit him. It almost killed the kid. What was it?
Yeah.
But the next day, he's like, "Yeah, put me in. I'm ready to do this for a team." 8 points. And you're like, "Wow, okay." He sells me every time.
Yeah. So anyway, I think the approach was all wrong on Thursday night. I actually think Kirk should. He needs his team to be loose. He needs to actually relax them. They should be all smiles, all fun. Like they're not going to win a game. Like another team would have to turn up, with like 5 BAs, and they might win a game. But unless they do that,
I would be good. I would put in points. I would put in points. Yeah, I would. I'm an athlete.
I've seen the penalty kick.
No, I could
say that.
I'm an athlete.
But there is no way like they're going to win a game. So the attitude's all wrong. So they turn up. And then they come up obviously against these crazy Eastern Europeans who were like, okay, you want to fucking act like tough guys? Let's go. And all of a sudden, everyone in KMS and Mama K are running around going, oh, they were so mean to Harry. I imagine that all they said was, look at Kirk carrying on like a pork chop when his son was there, basically. I don't think they said
call him if they call him a pork chop, I'd be stunned.
Yeah, I think it's probably much nicer, but
they were saying he was acting Portuguese.
But they weren't saying anything about Harry. They were just saying, I can't believe his son's here and he's acting like that, which is, sorry, but that's true. Like, that's not great role modeling from Kirk. And if Kirk wants to, go on.
Kirk's doing the whole thing where he's, staring people down and shit during the inbounds and stuff. Like,
and Harry's the whole time on his device.
I can see a guy, like, as they're walking out, it's kind of died down, maybe in passing, being like, oh, this fucking guy has a kid, good luck, or something like that. Where it's just him. It's him shit talking. It's not. But Kirk. Once you mention his kids, he goes nuts. But I don't.
That was stupid.
Like, yeah, but I mean, I
got to take that. If you're going to be Kirk,
I don't know what was actually said.
Yeah, I don't think it was that bad. I'm gonna go on these guys. They turn up. They want to have some fun, and they turn up, and Kirk and his team act like psycho dickheads. And to back it all up, they behind it all, they can't even back it up. Like they're terrible on the court. It's embarrassing. They do all this, and they get hammered by 30 points. Like,
well, to your point, if they didn't come up and be these bad boys and kind of get into these little squabbles and say they just had good sportsmanship and lost by 40, people are tuning out by halftime.
No way. No way.
Yeah, but so
much fun. Like, look, Coleman missing the basket by 7 feet.
No one would be watching if they were doing handshakes.
That's such a lie. That's such a lie. Seeing Justin, put the Twin Towers out there.
Not playing to win.
Mick out there. Go on.
Go on, BA. But it's clear the team's not playing to win. It's clear the team's not playing to win. They're playing for clips. They're just playing for the cameras. If they're saying that this team that wants to win.
No. Yeah? Kirk got it all wrong. His tactics were, we've got to play tough. We've got to be defensive. We've got to be scrappy. He grew up in the, watching basketball in the 80s. What was that dirty team that won it? Was it the Pistons? Didn't they win all that?
Bill Laimbeer.
So I think he just tried to play like that. But I think in the end, they should just smile on their faces, be goofy, be dumb. It will be fun. Like, as I said, put the Twin Towers. Imagine just watching the Twin Towers, Mick and Gus. Put that 4 out there at the same time. That would be, and whoever the 50s. That would be hilarious. So I just think Kirk got it all wrong. It looked bad. Like, I'm with that guy. Like, that's Harry watching Kirk behave like that. It's not great role modeling. Like, there's ways.
On the flip side, kind of similar to what I was saying before, Kirk, it would be way less entertaining for Kirk if people kind of just lied down and took it. He's looking for resistance. Kirk is a lunatic. Yeah. He would not mind if someone randomly swung on him because it gives him a purpose.
Yeah,
that's what he's looking for.
This ain't the place. These sort of amateur sports nights where everyone's just there to have a good time after work ain't the place.
Not Kirk.
Yep. Well, I disagree.
That's why they're an outlier in this league. Everyone's going there to relax and wind down, not him.
Yeah, because for everyone, it's an after work activity. This is Kirk's job. This is his job right now.
And then why doesn't Kirk, if he's so serious about it, hold some tryouts. Like, you should have got some decent players in. Like, okay, well then which is it? So you either we're going to play it serious.
This team winning
fun.
a game would be the worst thing that happened to them.
It's a team of bits and clips.
If this team won a game, if you watch, you're rooting for them, but in the back of your mind, you're kind of like, all right, I hope they kind of lose because it's funnier when they lose and kind of keeps it going.
As a professional sports broadcaster, I'm calling it out. Poor attitude, poor sportsmanship.
Do you think?
Do you clean it up?
Do you think two-part question? Do you think they re-sign? Because like I said, there's no offseason, like 10 days off. Do you think they re-sign, and should they re-sign for this league?
It's a good question. My feeling is the bit would have run its course by the time we get to the end of this season. I really like the idea of a Minifan team. Like, Kevin from Bristol should start a Minifan team and go against the KMS team if they're going to do it next season. Like, that is 100% has to happen. But apart from that, apart from that, I think it's kind of, I think it's run its course. And look, I guess not for me to tell Kirk how to do his job, but I would have made the tryout process more part of the show. Like, I think they could have held tryouts.
Well, this happened so spontaneously.
Well, maybe next season he could hold tryouts and cut the squad down, and give Cliffy a go. Give some of these
2 months of people coming in as third chairs who want to do it, and then at the end,
I think
tryouts in the basketball court.
I think instead of joining the league again, he was saying that person wanted to fly him out. They got to turn into the reverse Harlem Globetrotters. Like, they fly out to just get beat up and do tough games. Yeah. They just fly out and they be the reverse Globetrotters. That would be good. But I do like your idea of if the Kevin from Bristol team like joins the league, because then honestly that's better for Kirk's skill level. They're probably more on the same page too.
I generally think Kirk would just yank the whole team if that happened. If they look at the schedule and see there's Kevin Centazzo, or the fuck his name is the captain of a team, Kirk goes, all right, we're out of this league. We're done. Team's done.
Yeah. I thought Josh and James were great on the broadcast again on Thursday night. They did a terrific job. I thought the pre-show was a real slog, so I think they should outsource the pre-show. But I thought, again, in-game, very, very good broadcast. Very, very good broadcast.
No calls, I guess, today. Or you haven't opened the phone lines.
That's all right. What was that?
You have a caller.
All right, caller. What have you got? I'm happy just to talk to Montante and BA. But welcome to Menor's Live.
Oh, sorry.
Sam from Portland. Second time, long time. Hey, Menor, you said you're a professional reporter, commenter.
Yep.
Right? It's a professional. You're a commenter in a podcast.
Excuse me?
How does that make you professional? Just
I get paid to commentate. I'm a contracted commentator.
That makes you a professional.
That's right. And I get paid for my podcast. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. So those cheap lines behind you make you 100%.
Whatever, buddy. Whatever. Like, this is a terrible bit. Okay, hang on.
He roasted you, Menor. He roasted you.
Roasted my blinds. I need to run away now.
You need to go to bed. Yeah,
it's 11:30 a.m. in the morning here, you fucking cocknocker.
I know this. I looked up Jackson with his.
Thanks, dickhead. Go back to bed with your mother. Bang on this guy. Bang on this guy.
Cocknocker.
Anyway, back to
great call.
Must be
call into Menor's Live, hosted by BA.
No, don't call
hosted by Menor.
Okay, more stuff. Gus to Chicago. So you played that clip before, BA, of Big Cat, who is very upset with Kirk for trying to push Gus onto him. Does Gus have a chance? But Montante, does he have a chance?
Got in the baseball chat last night, we got into this. I was one of the first people forget. I called Clemmer to Barstool 4 or 5 months before it occurred.
Wow.
As dumb as it sounds, and as I'm going to say, Clemmer, there's more depth to Clemmer, as weird as that is. Like, Gus is just not even like being mean. It's just, he's throwing a fastball. He's got to change up. There's no curve. It's just, eventually you can time that up. Clemmer has a little more to him. So I don't know. I don't think so. But if Big Cat likes him, he's the fucking kingmaker for half a Barstool. So if Big Cat likes it, you're in. I don't know, but I don't see a world where if he gets the internship, he doesn't end up with a full-time job. So I'd say we would know within 4 weeks.
All right. Okay. Big call. You could even hear when Gus was being pressed about it by Kirk. When was he in there on Thursday? We got a bit of the old Gus back. He started to go to pieces. Like, I think, is it a pressure thing or something with Gus? Like, once he's really under genuine pressure, like a job or an internship, he starts to crumble because we only see snippets of his life. Like, we see these crazy bits, but I imagine the rest is a complete mess. Like, he's just super high all the time, has no idea what's going on. So I don't know, but on Thursday, Kirk started to press him, and we had old Gus from in the producer booth, not being able to talk properly and stuff.
Yeah. Did you guys see his online presence today on Twitter?
No. What happened?
Someone was like, "Hey, like Gus, tone it down." He's tweeting every 5 minutes about getting him out there for the Beer Olympics or something.
Yeah.
It's an aggressive approach.
You said it, Montante. These guys have enabled him. He's like they've wound up the little toy and they're just letting him go. But it's sad, he's as Kirk rightly says, he's disabled, and you got to be careful with the way you sort of treat people like that.
You got a caller.
Oh, we got a call.
Ignoring the callers, but welcome to Menors Live. Call suck. That's right.
Yeah, I had I wanted to get Menors your thoughts on a little bit of an underhand comment from Kirk on the show about your relationship status.
No, that's Kirk. That's right, Kirk. Thank you. Yeah, Kirk obviously mentioned that me and my wife have split up. I don't care. I mean, that's when you've really got under Kirk's skin when he goes really low. So I've been a Kirk fan for 10 years. I've been doing Minifan content for 5 years. Like, it's no surprise to me. That's why I'm happy to call him a shit dad. Like, if he's gonna behave like that in front of Harry, he's a shit dad. And if he wants,
but didn't you say that in one of your shows?
Yeah, that's absolutely. No, I'm not criticizing. It's out there. If he wants to go low, that's his prerogative.
If he was saying state secrets, that's a different story.
No, but you can tell I've got under his skin when he brings stuff out like that, which means what I'm saying is obviously landing. So, Kirk and I are good friends. I think we support each other really well, and I'm helped giving him parenting tips. And if he wants to come at my relationship status.
It's weird. You just went on a rant saying how bad of a parent he was for getting in a fight in front of him and saying you gave him parenting tips.
Yeah, absolutely. That he should get in a fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm used to the low blows from Minihane. And it's a good tactic. If you want to really get someone upset, you just go as low as you can. I mean,
hold on, caller.
We got another caller.
Yeah, we got another one. 508.
508. You're with Menors on Menors Live. It's Friday night, US time. Saturday morning, Sydney. Yeah.
Menors, first time, long time. Big fan. Didn't know if you could comment on the blinds behind you. What are we going to do about the blinds behind you?
I got him. You got him. Roasted.
Damn.
That's 2 for 2.
Menors.
Can I open it? Do you want me to open it? There we go.
Need a new background, Menors.
There we go.
It's definitely the wrong one. Everyone's talking.
I know. No, I was thinking about
we're talking about both
different types of blinds.
What's wrong?
Hey, that actually people forget. Menors has 2 types of blinds. That's big. That's big.
Oh, I thought those would go sideways, not up or down.
Hold on. Did everybody just get blown away by what just happened?
Yeah, I thought they'd go side to side. Not
this is wood. That's wood.
Oh.
Look, jokes on the call.
You all thought
I didn't call in.
What a controversy. Menors blinds. Menors blinds.
John, did you say that too?
The Barstool main account better tweet
I was staring at that middle part waiting for it to move, and all I saw were the walls moving, and I was like, "Oh,
unbelievable!"
Jokes on them. Menors sliding 2 nice blinds. Wow, that was.
You got 2 callers. 804.
804. Welcome to Menors Live, hosted by Menors.
Actually, looks like a nice.
Menors, I think we'd all say that we thought I know we were talking about it. I think those were Venetian blinds. I thought that's crazy. You can't afford Venetian blinds.
Unbelievable.
That's true.
Crazy. I mean, the divorce is real, huh?
I know.
It's a Red Roof Inn.
Another call, I think.
Who's the conference center of the Red Roof Inn?
All right, call back.
Yeah.
3 for 3.
Hey, this is Sam. Third time, long time. Hey, I apologize. The blinds aren't that bad. The blinds aren't that bad. I thought they were that
I can do this all night.
old, like you're so poor. But no, you're not bad. But you still need to go to bed. All right, Menor.
11:30 in the morning. I just woke up. Just having my morning coffee. Fuck you.
Rico Bosco, why didn't you say anything about him, you big PUHIB? You big PUHIB. All right, I'll listen in. Call him in.
What's the push? What's the push?
You only have
Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. No, anyway, so I guess okay. Well, the listener that brought it up.
Great
Obviously, an amazing appearance on Pink Central from myself. I thought it went fantastically.
What's a pube?
It was clearly not the spot to have a fight with Rico. It was not the spot.
Oh, you're wrong.
It was and what was
you could have made a Rico joke instead of you didn't make you made a nice KFC dig.
You
could have made a
Rico joke because you could turn it sideways. He was practicing that KFC line for 48 hours prior.
I only came up with
get
it
the fuck
before.
out.
You came up with it a couple of hours before, but
you could have said about Rico he's like this guy throws hard, just like Rico threw the high noon at Big T's face. You know,
you don't. But obviously, I was going to put Dave.
You had your opportunities.
I was going to put Dave Portnoy in that spot, but I thought no. I'm going to put Rico because I knew you guys you'd be like, oh, look at Menors being nice to Rico. Like this is a sponsored show, DraftKings. I was there to take cricket to a nation. And
I think it worked.
And Coleman made it pretty clear. If I wanted to fight with Rico, it was something that should be done.
Menors, you and I both, there's little things called.
Oh, you're saying Clemmer?
Wow.
You're saying Clemmer.
He said that on the main show. He said that on the main show. He said that on KMS. So I saw it as an opportunity, and it was fun it was more fun to talk, to drop a couple of sly digs in there rather than, obviously some of the bits about Rico did get lost with them sort of laughing over it. But I didn't call
John
it
keeps
crazy.
doing the phone signal.
Those are just passive aware. You can keep going. There's a guy on mute though.
Yeah, so what
oh wow,
Menors.
Yep, go on.
Menors Live, hosted by Menors.
It's going to be about the Menors. This isn't going to be about the blinds this time, but it's going to go back towards how you are on how you were on Pick Central. I mean, you had an opportunity. You're there in Rico's face where they were talking about it, but you are also talking about how U.S. was playing. That's why you didn't bring it up. That's a perfect opportunity to bring it up. You could talk. You're on a U.S.
Oh, you're a fuckhead. You're a fuckhead. They wanted to talk about India, Pakistan. They wanted to just get rid of it. Fuck this guy.
That's a good point.
They wanted to talk about India, Pakistan because that is the game that is going to do tens of millions of dollars.
How great is it that all the USA,
Shut up!
Is it that all the USA players are a bunch of Indian Americans that work IT?
Whatever. The whole point is the India-Pakistan game will attract tens of millions of dollars in gambling, and that's what they were trying to promote. And you're all stupid. Yeah, I had a great time picking. And the thing about with Rico is, I guess I'm deferring to Clemmer and Kirk. They know him a lot better than I do. So allegedly, he's not a scumbag off air. That's what Kirk and Chris keep saying. So I decided to just have a level of professionalism. This wasn't the landing spot. And instead I put in some sly digs, obviously, that calling Rico a star, but also saying he's crazy and hot-headed. It was sarcasm. And then, we dropped the KFC line, which I was very proud of. But I had a great time. I nailed it. I absolutely nailed it. No, if I'd have gone on there and started yelling at Rico, within 1 minute, I would have been cut. Within 1 minute, they would.
Oh, you think? I don't think that.
They weren't up for a fight. It's a DraftKings show. Didn't you see when I dropped the KFC line they were like all sat there like we don't know what to do. Like,
Yeah,
can you imagine
that
I'd
was
started,
good.
fighting with Rico? They would have been like, okay, see ya, and they would have just cut the Zoom.
Yeah, but you have to go in there and just be like, Rico, you're
no.
a
The
punk.
thing is, this is where you guys
Could have had a better dig.
This is where you guys you let Kirk wind you up like a little monkey, and then you all danced for him.
No, I'm saying you could have had a better joke.
Mm.
You could have had a better joke at Rico.
Okay, maybe I could have had a better joke.
Is there anything worse than people being like, let's compare things to people here?
No, you
big cats like this Hollywood.
good.
Like, no,
It was great. It was great. It was a
That
great
was a good
angle.
one, I think.
It was a fantastic
the
angle.
least creative
It was a
thing in the
fantastic
world.
angle. It was the best way of
Matters.
relating cricket stars to
John's so
basketball.
jealous. John's just
He's
jealous.
so jealous.
Oh,
John's
no,
jealous.
100%.
The thing is, this
So
is where
jealous.
you,
He's so
you
jealous.
all have this thing where you let Kirk into your head, where you dance for him, and like I don't care if some of you are saying I was a pussy. I had a great appearance. I landed one brilliant joke at fucking KFC's expense for all you Minifans out there.
That's true.
It was 100% win. It was great for my brand. I'm now Barstool's cricket expert.
Menor,
so-
can I get a word in here quick? When I was listening to you, I think it was about 12:40 my time, Eastern Standard, and I was listening, and I thought you did good. It was just fun. It was surreal to hear you in there, and then you did the compare thing. I had the same thing that John said. It's like, oh Jesus Christ, he's fucking blowing it. But when you delivered the KFC line, I did a little fist pump to myself. It was perfect.
Well,
and the lack of reaction you got, just
Yeah,
knew
I was
that it was
proud of
perfect.
you.
It was fantastic. Well done.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Thank
Good
you.
job, buddy.
At least someone's being supportive.
Yeah,
So
KFC.
I had a great time.
KFC line hit. Oh, we have a caller. We have a caller.
I don't dance for anybody. Not for the Minifans. Not for Kirk.
Hey,
Call.
shut up, Menor.
Yes.
Oh, a
Better.
caller. We have a caller. Thank you.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Speak up.
Can you hear me?
Oh, wait, hold on. What?
Can you hear me?
Sorry?
Yes.
You're
Hello?
cutting out.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey, could you,
But yeah,
you
I can't tell if they're doing a bit or not. He
we
sounded
heard you.
perfectly to
What's
me.
No.
Okay.
Hey, Menor.
Oh, you guys got me.
Menor, who do you think?
Me.
What cricket player do you think is most like? What cricket player do you think is most like Big Cat? I'll hang up and listen.
I just
Oh.
said that. Rohit Sharma. Jesus.
Great
Jesus
call.
Christ,
Great
it's
call.
not that funny.
Call in.
It's not that funny. John, you little prick. You're doing an Alex in the corner.
But manners. When you were
at Barstool, let's compare things to Barstool.
Now, whatever, little idiot.
But John Manners was so excited. He was texting me, "Oh, check this out!" Just sending me the tweet.
I sent you one message that at the Barstool main account.
The other
tweeted
way
me out.
around for me. I was texting Menor like, hee, this is so cool.
Yeah, you
yeah.
know what I said to him? I said, "John is so jealous right now."
Yeah.
John is
Yeah, it was-
Well,
I
I'll say this: I'm obviously like my name got brought up about being a crack dealer the other day, and I loved it. So.
Mm.
But what is the deal with Oh, we got a caller.
Can we not
Oh.
forget the callers? Forget the callers, John.
Welcome
We've
to
got
Menors Live,
Montante,
hosted
we've
by
got BA. So keep going, John. What were you going to say? No more calls. No more calls tonight. Thank you. Close the phone line. Close the phone line. Close the phone. This is not meeting of the minds. We're actually doing a show here that people are supposed to watch, unlike Mike and the Minifans or most of the shit on this network, you little dickhead. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, look, blind joke for the 5th time. Look, they're wood. Look, wood.
That was honestly shocking.
That hit blind.
I'll remember where I was when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slam dunk right in all of
I
our
was so
face.
confused. Yeah.
A lot of people are. A lot of people are.
Manners cutting out the callers sad.
Yeah,
Pulling
it's the
balls
line
Yeah,
is so
again, I don't dance for you fuckers, so it's been pathetic. The calls have been pathetic. So whatever. We'll move on from the calls.
You got a call?
Yeah,
We got a call?
617.
Put him on.
617. Welcome, Manners Live, hosted by Manners.
Hello. John hasn't put him on.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Oh, he hung up, but we got 508.
508. You're with Montante, Manners, BA.
Hey, Menor, I just want to know what cricket player do you think is most like Cassidy?
Okay. Well, go back and hear the joke. All right, let's move. Okay. If you're going to keep putting 508 on, you've killed the show. As always, John the show killer. Kill shows on his network.
You're right. I'll take myself out for a bit.
Men's life started really well until we started taking calls. So what do you? Okay, Montante, you're a Steve from Gloucester guy. What do you think about his attempt to get on the basketball team? I mean, where is he? Will he make a comeback?
No, it's so on par though for Steve from Gloucester. He just has no self-awareness. But it comes from a good place. Like, he is a good guy. He wouldn't kill a fly. But yeah, between the changing the avatars, the bios, the putting out the videos of him playing basketball, I think he will come back on the show. If I could place a bet on it, he's back in there before the start of September. But I don't think he gets on the basketball team because I think they're only going to do one season. And no shot.
So you think he's in before September? Okay,
yeah, definitely, for sure.
I'm surprised. A lot of people, not a lot. A few people have said they really like Steve as a third chair. Kane, I know.
I like him a lot. I do
too. There you go. I thought he was good as a third chair, but he ran his course because he kind of got backed into a corner and he had nowhere to go. And he ran out of, he didn't know how to handle any kind of criticism. And
what was the last time he was on though? Just guessing, what, April? I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah,
Before
right?
Portland.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's
really
certain non
grata. He hasn't been in since Portland.
Oh, maybe
I don't think so. I don't think
maybe
just after, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But Steve from Gloucester, proved that he can never be in on the joke. Like he can't take the joke, No,
but
that's the only thing.
But that's out of his control. Like, he can't help it.
Oh, sorry. Actually, just so you guys aren't upset, I just forgot to mention. I don't know if you saw, Canada beat Ireland in the cricket overnight.
Oh,
so
wow!
They won their first ever World Cup game.
What are you
talking about? I just want to bring that up because I know if I don't bring that up, I'll get criticized for not talking about it. By Jackson. So congratulations! You got your first ever World Cup win. Ireland are a good team.
The streets are buzzing.
They are, I bet. But yeah, I think Steve from Gloucester, you're right, Montante. I think they'll bring him back in the next couple of months for a curiosity show. Like, Kirk goes through this phase where he gets sick of you, you're on the outs, and then as the sort of time goes on, he kind of forgets about why he was angry at you. And there's the curiosity factor of let's bring Steve in to see what he's been up to.
Yeah, of course. And I think.
What circle of that hell would you consider the worst? When you're closest to about to be thrown back, or when you're furthest away from the center? What would you say is the worst one of those?
I've never been any of them, so I don't know.
Manners, you are barely hanging on to the last ring right now.
What are you talking about? I'm like, if there's a circle, if there's a fucking circle, I'm in the middle with Kirk. That's it.
Yeah, that's called Barstool.
You know what I think should be in there at least once a month? Although I didn't like his last appearance, but I still love him. I like Shattuck a lot.
Same.
Oh, yeah.
But Shattuck is the last episode. It's I know he listens, so I already know the answer to this question, but it's do you listen? Because when he just gets fixated on these different things. It's Shattuck, you know the show. Stop. You're pressing at the wrong button here. Shattuck's great. I love
Shattuck the last time he was on. He's not afraid to fucking just be fuck you, John from Scranton. Who the fuck cares? You're not going to be my friend. I like that, Shattuck.
Oh, when I got the manic text from him. He's fuck John from Scranton, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what happened? Dude, if you think you're sending it to me as someone who knows, I don't know what happened. I wrote back, yeah, fuck John. I don't know why, but anytime I get someone who says it to me, I'll agree. But I don't know why.
John fucked him over, but anyway, I'm happy to say it.
There's probably some math you could do to prove that I did, but it's out of pure.
It's not math. It's just read the messages. You clearly spoke for Kirk.
Yeah, but you guys never told me it was going to come out that day, and it was.
No. But the point is, you should have said to Kirk, "This is going to be a simulcast," and he would have said, "No, I'm not into that," and then you would have got your proper answer.
Even if I did, I'm happy it happened the way it did. I'm sure Shattuck will benefit from it because that's just the way it rolls.
This is twisted around. This is
not my fault. Got shot in the head with a stray, Manners.
The snake from Scranton is back. Well, hopefully Steve from Gloucester.
God. What the fuck is? Oh my God! COVID shot finally snuck up on you, little tyrant.
I met this girl recently, Montante, before she asked me if I was vaxxed.
Yeah.
She wanted to know. She's a staunch anti-vaxxer.
Are you guys? Oh, really?
Oh, well, we've got to.
I'm guessing you didn't see her second time.
No, we'll see. But anyway, I thought of you. I thought,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Another
I
lunatic.
call her anonymous.
No, it's all right. We don't need any callers.
One more.
The irony is
Fucking
Steve from
95
Gloucester
like it.
might be a very good basketballer. Like compared to these guys.
He had a turnaround jumper.
I think he might be a little too high in it. Like I don't know.
Just like these guys are awful. They cannot make a shot.
How would Steve from Gloucester react in the post game kerfuffle? Like he would be like, guys, like stop. Like he would. There's a spot for Steve.
Oh yeah, he'd have been over on the other team, sort of saying, "I'm sorry about Kirk." It's just the way he is.
Sure.
Giving them high fives and his business card for Amazon.
You never know in these situations though. It's usually like, do you think Gus face to face a lot of motherfuckers in his life like that? I don't think so.
If that camera's not rolling, Gus doesn't do that.
No,
Gus is cringy to watch. That was cringy to watch. When he get in that guy's, Gus is like such a weed.
Suck his dick, John.
No, I'm not going to, because trust me, I have this screenshot of Gus fucking tweeting Taylor Luan and all them. It's bad.
Okay, you saw that. Okay.
Gus, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Gus did not do it for the camera, being he was on the game, did it first. Mick saw it happen, saw the tweets, and then did something. I think it's actually backwards. I think it's backwards. Then Mick saw his opportunity to jump in the middle of a fight. I do. I think that's actually being played.
I'm talking about the main thing that went viral where he got in the guy's face. If there's a camera rolling, I don't know.
In the game,
it was just ridiculous. He didn't have to do that. Like Kirk was jawing Kirk. Gus came from the other block and went right in his face. If he did that for the camera, fucking good. Like that you should be doing for the camera.
It's two different conversations.
Yeah. But I don't think. I think Mick played that perfectly. He was like, "Yeah."
You can move away from the microphone just a little bit, John. Like we don't need to hear every fucking sound from your mouth.
Baby, usually you say you can't hear me.
That's usually better.
Who was the person who was in studio today that said that Mick? I think it was maybe Mick that has nothing to really talk about. Oh, it was Mutton the call-in. Mick has nothing to talk about during the game. So he pinpoints a couple things outside of it to kind of drive it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm trying. Yeah, that's what
I somehow never thought of that. But when Mutt said it, I was like, yeah, definitely.
A lot of the fucking narratives that this basketball team has been talking about has been derived from Mick's brain. Mick and Kirk just bouncing back and forth. And
what are you talking about, John? Nothing has been from Mick's brain.
What are you talking? Well, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
This one, and then Mick getting cut. And then that whole
that's not from Mick's brain. That was Mutt and Gus. That was Mutt and Ford going up to John in the parking lot.
Yeah, you're just wrong here.
You're just wrong.
You don't know anything about basketball. That's okay.
You certainly don't. It's a red.
You're also wearing Yoda's robe right now, and I know it. I know that.
Yoda's robe. No, this is a nice Reebok jacket.
Oh, it's nice.
It is nice.
It's nice. Yeah. I thought Josh and James were great in studio. I think they were a great duo, legitimately great duo.
I like. Is that the first time the two people went in there? Is like you would say, Menor's mates.
Yeah, they're just boys.
No, Danny and
No, I'm saying like first time appearance. Well, as third chairs. I don't think Josh's ever been in there as a third chair. I don't think we ever had two mates go in there for the first time.
I did. I hate to say this, but it kind of killed a bit of the vibe for me knowing that, I didn't need to know James works at Star Market in the meat section. I'd rather the mystery of these guys just turn up and do these amazing broadcasts and then disappear again. You don't need to. It's like knowing a caller's bit. It sort of ruined it a bit for me. I don't know. I would have preferred just to keep the mystery up a bit longer till the end of the season.
Yeah, that didn't bother me. Speaking of mysteries and callers and whatnot, it's kind of talking about basketball still. Are you guys getting peppered from Dan from Newton West, where the fuck he is, about getting him on the team?
No, I'm not.
No, he doesn't talk to me.
He messages you about it?
He's running a full-blown campaign to get him on this team. I have highlights, videos, pitches. He wants on this team more than anything. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. Kirk should just be taking all these people that are trying to get on this team so hard and just scrimmage them every week. If there's been 5 people a week that just say, I want to be on the team, be like, all right, show up Saturday, we'll scrimmage you. If you're anything worth it, we'll throw you on the bench.
Well, these people are nuts. If they said, hey, we're going to take a season off, but the next season starts
crazy
October 14th. that gives us X
Anyone
amount of weeks.
asking to be on the team is crazy. Like you don't ask to be on the.
Yeah,
like,
if you listen to the show, you know that's not how it works. But if you said, "Hey, we're taking a season off. We're gonna have 16 Wednesdays until then. Every Wednesday, we're gonna have someone who, as played basketball and is a fan, and we'll pick 2 out of the 16. You would have guests just boom, 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 and some stars would emerge from it. So
I even think like a tryout, like on the weekend, like get the cameras there,
Justin, he wants
broadcast it.
Justin said he wants Dan from Noonan wants on Team Bad.
Bad.
I kind of like that it's like an exclusive team. Like, okay, maybe they'll put someone in. It's like a big thing. They have fill-ins.
It's just funny that
I think the reverse Globetrotters. That's the long-term play. If you could play,
it's just wild to me that people
3,
listen to the
4
show.
sponsored games a year.
Yeah,
we
have 2 more sponsors too, but Barstool's dragging their feet. That's a whole different thing. But it's funny that people. It's a whole different thing. But it's funny that people listen to the show are like, "Hey, like I'm really good at basketball. I should be on this team." It's like that's not what this team's about. It's a bunch of freaks.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, "Hey, I'm like I'm like missing a leg," you have a better shot getting on the team.
It'd be cool if
not that I walked on the New Hampshire.
If you're sitting in studio one day and Kirk starts this team like John and Warren does, and then just ends up on the team, and then you're really good at that. Like that's how this organic.
Well, that's not exactly.
Well, but I'm saying but that's how John and Warren really kind of got on the team. He was just there the day they thought of the idea, and they were like, "Yeah, John, you're on the team." And now him and Pat Ford are on the team.
Before we get to our next call, can I just say I'm happy for Beanbag Ron. He got murdered. I think in the beginning for no reason, and what a comeback story.
Yeah. It's like being the best player at your high school. It's just like all the teachers have to like you now. It's just
even Menors, even Beanbag Ron was getting murdered like the first time we went in there. He had that one comment that got him almost killed.
Yeah,
I always liked him.
Same.
So I was glad to kind of see that come back around. But all right, let's go to we got 508, John.
Yeah, we got 5. I mean, that was close.
BA, you remember when I went into bat bat for Beanbag Ron? I fought for that guy.
Yeah.
I built this basketball team.
There you go, man. I was
In the producer search, I made that Beanbag Ron video. It's so funny.
Oh, is it, John? Thanks. We were talking about it.
Huh?
Unforgettable. Made such an impression.
Want to take this call?
Yes.
Sure.
It's it.
Welcome to Menors Live, hosted by Menors.
Hey guys, I have a question for the panel.
Oh, wow.
Do you think there's a correlation between the lowest viewage in Pick Central history versus on who was on recently? Is there any correlation?
I think right now you're in June. June is always known.
Oh, he got me.
No,
He got me.
I'm trying to defend you, man.
no.
June is always known as a slow time for
God.
sports, so I
got me.
wouldn't be too worried about it. Don't look too deep.
Pick Central has like 150 people watching live.
Burn. Oh, you got me. I'm dead. Devastated.
Lowest viewers that have ever been on that show. So,
Oh my God, you are hitting it. You are so bad. Terrible. You got me.
those
You
six
got me.
lines. Those are 6 lines, though, man.
Thank
You
you.
know what? I'm back on your side.
Oh, oh my God. Yes.
Great call.
Jeez. That caller has been terrible all night.
Oh, really?
Absolutely terrible.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
I thought it was the first time I thought.
yeah.
I don't think it was. So Pick Central versus KMS predictions. BA, what do you think of the points difference? How big?
I think it's going to be
Pick Central going to be.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be close, like 3 points, 3-point game. It's going to come down to the wire.
And who's going to win?
I don't think Team KMS could win. So Pick Central.
Yeah,
but I think it's going to be close.
Montante, what's your prediction?
I have the line at 13.5. Over under.
It's a good line.
77.5.
It's a little high.
No, because I think Team Barstool puts up around 48, 52 points. So I think they cover. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I think I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Good analysis. John?
I'm giving you real numbers here, man.
I said good analysis. I said good.
You didn't mean it, you fucking cocksucker.
I sort of did.
The call's been right all night.
Sort of did.
Nice blinds, you fucking fruit.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's what, by the
way. I like the 13-point line there. I would say they play their best game, they win that game, but they play a good game, they lose by 13 points.
If KMS if they pull off an upset, do you just end the season? Do you end the basketball team?
Oh no, you just go and lose out the rest of the season, and it doesn't matter because you beat those fuckers. You know what I mean? At that point, you need no wins for the rest.
I'll take my ball and walk away. Sorry, end on a really high note.
Yeah,
because I think the Picks team, are they going to be as good as the team they played on Thursday night?
Chance. No chance.
No chance. All right. So, yeah, so they'll probably lose by 20 because I think there's going like they go into this game hating Kirk a bit, whereas that team, it took them sort of 10 minutes to realize they hated Kirk.
I always think it has to prove himself more than the team that should be fucking dominating. You know, like I would.
Well, yeah, you want to be the underdog because, like, if KMS does well, then everyone's surprised.
Yeah.
Do you think Gus is like dumb enough? Not dumb enough, but crazy enough, maybe dumb enough to like actually like elbow G on a layup or something? Like, Kirk, that's what you wanted, right? It's like, well,
yeah,
kind of
break
a joke.
Knock her 2 front teeth out or something, and
I hope not, but maybe it makes you a pussy.
Is she hot? Is she hot?
Yeah, does she wear a jersey?
If she's related to Fran, right?
Yeah, I don't really know.
I mean,
if you're related to Fran, you're hot.
Huge Lola Bunny vibe. Like,
it would be so embarrassing, but if Gus or something like someone gets in her face, that would be a crazy.
I can see you like knocking out a couple teeth, and Gus would turn around to the camera like laughing, like look at me. It's like Jesus, dude, like take it easy.
Yes, yep, absolutely.
Yep. Dude, when he undercut that person taking a lip, that was nuts. Like there's a difference between doing a hard foul and trying to murder.
Yeah, no, you don't do that. Like
that was insane.
Yeah, that's the easiest way to drain all the momentum. Anything you have, like if you hurt a kid because you just wanted to, play tough, then you're a fucking idiot. Like
so you're John. You agree with my take then on Kirk and his team? Poor attitude. Poor approach.
I originally the first technical he got, I thought that was I was gonna fucking freak out on that on my game film show and shit. But then I realized like it is a show. Like I think Kirk is gonna go in there and he wants a technical every fucking game. So
I thought it was just too much. But I actually think Gus. Like I don't know, you're probably an expert on this, Montante. I think by the end of this season, Gus is going to have legitimate CTE. Like I think he's had. Like he's obviously got problems from the stroke already, but like he clearly had concussion. Like when you have concussion, they say that the worst thing is to get hit again soon after. That's what the problem is. Like if you get hit, you need to rest, and then so he's getting all these constant hits. Like he's going to be more fucking brain dead than he was a month ago.
I think there's like some point like where you reach with any extreme where it's like.
Who cares?
What else? What more can happen? Like
he's so far gone.
You can take a baseball bat to his temple, and the next morning you wake up the same. Like it is what it is.
Like what's the difference? Like what's
fine?
He's not an 18-year-old kid. Like if you have CTE at that, for your whole life, Gus is at the, who cares? What's he fucking going for? A little CTE won't hurt him.
Might help. I think it's actually his brand. Imagine Gus woke up normal tomorrow, right? He had to get a real job and be an adult. What makes him different is gonna maybe make him a career. So we'll see.
Maybe I just know that he could have real serious and it comes out later on. Like Gus's wife is going to be like feeding him baby food. In 20 years time.
She knew what she was signing up for. Right. She knew what she was signing up for. I thought it was funny. What's his name? Trudell always hints towards this. They'd be like, all right, so it's been a week or so since we saw you. How's the Patreon coming along? And instead of being like, I haven't done anything towards it, Gus like, yeah, good. Yeah,
we got things going. We got one.
It's crazy. It's like,
and things are going good.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
The best is when he said he's going to finish up his description. It's like, so playing with
Gus is a horse though. Like that, people love watching that show.
I do think it's completely unfair. Shut up! I'm in the middle of a sentence, you retard. Why isn't
true?
Why stop talking, fuckhead?
Why isn't Gus getting the money that people are donating? Like, John, you should be making this happen. You should be giving him the money from your pocket.
I need the money.
He hasn't he got like $700 in donations,
It's
and
the other night he made
Portnoy's kept
$20.
the whole thing. Like, I don't even think Portnoy knows about this. Like, he was talking about Gus. Like, if he knew that he was taking money out of Gus's pocket, I think he'd feel bad. Like, again, everyone just giggling away, having a good time. No one cares about anybody anymore. Like, he needs the money. He doesn't even have tires on his car.
Gus runs
Well, that's
3
because he doesn't have a
ad
license.
reads
That's a whole
a
different
fucking
story.
show. He has 3 ad reads a show. He I'm sure could figure out how to get that money himself. I'm pretty sure the last money he got Venmo directly to his account, which you're just now allowed to put on.
Gus
the
is a
screen.
Gus is
If we ever did that
Gus
back
is a
in the day, we
grifter.
would literally be like our skin ripped off. But like, I think we give Gus more.
How much money is Gus making from his show?
I don't
then?
think anything.
BA,
Well,
can you humor?
He just said he does 3 ad reads. He's not getting paid for them.
BA, as the host and lead producer, can you pull up
Mate.
Gus's Twitter today and look at his replies and just kind of go through what we were
Oh,
talking
here,
earlier
I have a picture.
with him peppering people?
This
All right. So while he's finding, what were you going to say, BA?
No, I'm okay. Sorry. I don't
Your
know.
internet's really bad tonight, BA.
Yeah. He was saving up money
Yeah,
for
I know. I don't know.
for the trip.
Fair enough.
You know.
Streaming porn at the same time on another screen.
Oh, this is beside the point, but we do have an update on Justin's friend. She's stuck
Ooh,
in bed.
interesting.
She can't move.
She just can't move.
Montante definitely would.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah, no,
fuck
my
Marge
internet is
Simpson. What do
bad
you
too.
think?
Are you kidding me? That'd be awesome. That'd be such a
I'll pick her up out of that chair. Menace, come on.
dude,
Stop.
fucking pop wheelies after you're done and shit, dude. Bang. Oh,
He's
best.
gonna-
I've been on a midget.
Are you
kick,
are you
that's all.
bringing up Gus's Twitter? I'm trying to vamp here.
I'm trying. I thought you know.
I
fucking
am,
John would
I
have it by
am.
now, but
I have it.
All right.
You
Well,
wanna
let's
show
go.
it?
My internet's being fucked. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it.
This is great. Great
Yeah,
stuff.
his internet's bad.
we're working with
John-
amateurs here,
John-
Menace.
John has
There
it?
we go. There we go.
Go to replies, dickhead.
Wicked. Well, this is the one.
Like,
He had about 1,000 of them. Was my whole.
This one's brutal though. I love Gus, but
That's
he's
it.
the
You got the
I'm
quick
pretty sure
replies,
like
so-
Jeff
I
Bezos-
couldn't see it less if you paid me.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna zoom in.
You read it at
You
least?
zoom in. You gotta.
You guys,
New grand-
you motherfuckers. The BA still hasn't pulled it up. I'm already there. I can't zoom in fast enough. All right, we
so
got.
where's the
I
brutal?
stopped trying to pull it up.
I know.
Read it, John. You're the only one who can fucking see it.
Will Compton and Taylor Luan want an enforcer to team up with Biz Nasty 2.0. Look no further than Big Cat endorses enforcer
This
Gus
is
Mania.
embarrassing. Again, this is embarrassing. Arm waving.
There's like
you know,
20 of these.
attention-
There's like 20 of these.
Oh, I didn't. All is
Scroll down. There's more.
if you don't pay. I mean, that
I mean,
picture.
I hope it works out for the guy. I like Gus.
That
I
is-
would love nothing more than to see him get a job and be super successful. I love seeing people do well, but you know, he needs a mentor.
Manners, can I read Gus's ad read real quick?
Yeah, go on.
Having these yesterday was clutch to stay and energized, baby. That's a salesman. Remember, you can get 15% off with promo code Gus #ad.
What was that?
Right. Thanks, John.
Who could bring a halt to something like John? huh,
Yes,
Menace?
I don't even know why we know Gus is cringy.
Yes,
we know
hold
Gus
on,
is
hold on.
arm waving.
Just ask me to read your things.
I know.
read the one ad read. This
I know.
little-
I'm
this
playing
little
both
fuck.
sides. I'm playing both sides. I apologize.
There's a lot of these.
That was Montante's fault as much
Yeah,
as
no, I got what I wanted.
That's true. Look at he's a utility
Read
guy.
one more.
And, I'm a utility guy. Can be plugged in anywhere.
Please. So I guess we'll go around the room. BA.
One more, right there.
Oh,
that one.
BA,
That one.
what
One more.
percentage-
Betters. No, one more. Go.
Taylor, I can fill in. Former producer Kirk Minihane. Whatever it is you need, I'll do. I give it my all. Have eaten 500 milligrams on the show, which really isn't a crazy amount, before, and can drink like a fish. I am ready to perform. Or it didn't. This is insane. It's like the fake Menors account.
He's got me a few times.
So this is not the real Augustus? Is that what
No,
you're
it
saying?
is the real Augustus. I'm saying it's
He's
like
tweeting
So
like.
is that worse, or like we saw the arm waving from Steve from Gloucester? Is this getting worse from Gus?
I don't know. You went on Pick Central this week, so
What are you talking about? I was asked to go on, you fuckhead. I was invited on. I was begged to come on.
Was that your biggest moment in your broadcasting career?
Begged to come on.
No, I've been on BBC, CNN, Fox News, Al Jazeera. You name it, I've been on it.
You're on Al Jazeera.
They were calling you Mini Mutt. People are saying Mini Mutt. Are you more successful than Mutt?
Absolutely. I'm an actual employed play-by-play announcer. So Mutt can't say that. I can't say that.
Yeah, but
Mutt wishes he was a play-by-play announcer.
Exactly. I could give him some tips.
Mutt is a mini Manners.
Okay, quick then, before I move on after BA, what are the odds do you think Gus gets a job in Chicago out of 100%? Like, what do you, 50%? Give me a percentage.
Why'd you have to clarify out of 100%? What else would it be?
BA's a fucking retard, so.
No, I'm a smart guy, man. I'm a smart guy. 67%.
He works at a bank. If you don't know which bank, Jay will tell you.
2/3%. All right. Wow. So you're giving him a pretty good chance in getting a job.
Gus is like the herpes. Like, you think you got rid of him and he comes back, you know? He keeps coming back.
2/3%?
How do you know, BA?
I've read it on Google. Yeah. I Googled it once.
Prostitutes will do that to you.
Right.
My Dante?
District, baby.
40-60. Almost a coin flip. If he gets the internship, pencil it in.
I'll tell you what, that video of Portnoy and Big Cat really made me wonder, because you could tell Big Cat does it like at Barstool. You could be like, yeah, I'll hire this guy, hire that. But when Portnoy's in the room, you can't do that. So that kind of changed my mind a little bit.
Put it this way: if Penn still owned the company, Gus and his wife would already be 2 weeks into living in Chicago.
Yeah, fair. And have Murr.
What about you, John? What odds do you give Gus to getting a job?
100%. 100%. What else is going on at Barstool? Minifans are pretty much the fucking hottest topic right now. If you're not picking up one of your own, like Menor.
You talk about sad texts, BA. Like, John sent me these messages how finally the Minifans are taking over Barstool.
I said,
finally we're getting the attention.
I said, Menors, it's about time the sun shine on our
Oh yeah, John wished he was like, oh, if I was there.
This is like right up my alley. It's like, you don't even understand the basketball thing, like all of it. Like, I was hyped when Kirk won the tournament, the trivia tournament last year. Like, that shit is.
Everyone remembers. The thing is about Gus, that Chicago office seems to be like just put people together and see what crazy shit they do and make content out of it. So I think actually plugging someone like Gus into that is not a bad idea. But my issue is I just don't know. I think he doesn't have a work ethic. Like,
no, he doesn't.
Like, what would give you that impression?
I said once he gets a job, he puts his feet up.
I'm joking. No shit. You know? No kidding.
Yeah, he can't fall into the right thing. Look at Gaming with the Guts. Like, he's devoted himself to that show, and it's like,
what do you mean once a week?
Yeah, but dude, that's all these people really work at this company. Like, you know what I mean?
Like one of the biggest fucking news networks in the world, Trudell. But I didn't just say that. I just threw in all the names. CNN, heard of that?
Justin was actually wondering earlier about Mad Max in Australia.
Wait a second. I don't know if that's the real Trudell.
Anyway, whatever.
It is.
Whatever.
There's a lot of spelling errors.
It is. I verified.
Oh, it's verified?
What was about Mad Max? Sorry, what was the question about Mad Max and Mel Gibson?
Mad Max and Mel Gibson thoughts.
Great. I saw Furiosa last week. Enjoyed it. I'm a big Mel Gibson fan. Huge Mel Gibson fan.
I like Mel Gibson, I think.
Even though he's a nutcase. But I think his parents were American.
Why is he nutcase?
Because he's like anti-Semitic and stuff.
He's sucking my cock.
No, he's not. He's just not.
Mel Gibson tapes are great.
But like Mel Gibson's a legend. He went to acting school near here. Yeah.
I heard you went to acting school too, right?
No, definitely not.
Get the fuck out.
I thought you did. Is that where you're making?
No, I was a child star. I was like,
really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like,
I make
you guys didn't know this?
Yeah, like did commercials and stuff when I was like 13.
Oh my fucking god!
Professional player. Yep. I did shows for the US, like, and Canada.
It's just like Kirk says, though, like you never grow out of the age you
No.
become
Yeah,
a star.
still 13.
Some people, it's usually, figuratively. For him, it's
I know.
literally said.
Actually, physically as well.
Someone needs to find those. Someone needs to.
Oh,
Find
I would love this. I would pay a lot of money. To see
I did a commercial where I was so short they had to put me on a milk.
I'm
crate.
in. That's so funny. Menors is a little star.
Silverhawks toys.
I'm in
Yeah.
denial because my sister was in like a commercial growing up, and my parents never told me about it. And it was the show called Hatchie Malachi. It was on. It was all over the country. I learned about it a year ago. I was heartbroken.
Wow.
Good story. Thank you.
That's awesome.
I was really just locked in on Menor. Like, what is Menor? How's he gonna react to that?
There's a certain point in that where I
positive.
know that's coming too. It's like this one's not going good. Menor's gonna kill me.
So
Blind.
I want to touch on Coleman.
no. Menor, resurrect the show after that, please.
I want to touch on Coleman. I know we're running long here, but I thought he bounced back like recently with Portnoy. I thought Portnoy started to be like, oh, Coleman's kind of fun and wacky, and we can make fun of him. But then this recent article that's come out, and then Coleman actually calling out Portnoy and saying he needs to keep quiet. I mean, like I said, like there is no chance Coleman can ever get promoted. I'm digging in on that now. Like that is fuck. Like I reckon that's the reason he deleted his Twitter. Like he knew this was out there. He's like that is like that's marked his cards. Like he's literally.
You think that's the nuke?
Down. I think that's the nuke. Yep.
I think if you're Coleman, you have to kind of give up like the Satanists do and the Dems do. You have to sacrifice. You have to sacrifice the truth here and admit that you deleted you have to admit you deleted your account, okay? Because there was embarrassing shit like this out there, and then you come clean. I'm a new man. I'm not gonna vote for the Dem. I'm a new man. He has so much shit on him right now. Like this was damning.
There had to be a come to Jesus day though, where that either Jimmy came to Coleman and that's the day the Twitter account got. But is it even worth it at that point? Like there had to be.
I don't think this is Jimmy's biggest nuke, by the way.
You think there's more in
I thought he was done 3 weeks ago.
Like this,
I thought he was done 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
he's building up more.
He doesn't even know he has a nuke yet. He might find a nuke. That's how much shit this guy has.
I'm now out of my position where I thought Coleman was Jimmy. I'm now out of that. I don't know who the fuck Jimmy is, but
I dialed in
killed.
on one and one only person, but I just
Ziggy.
Yeah, well, shit. I don't want to say it. Yeah, I think it's Ziggy. Which
we
if
are
it is,
Jimmy.
Yeah,
we are.
Ziggy's a Facebook guy, isn't he?
People are saying Jimmy's a conglomerate.
Yeah, people are saying that Ziggy named the dog after Coco Crisp, former.
Well, it comes down to the fact, like now it's just good
People
investigation. Like it's good investigating, so that's what Ziggy's best at.
But I just want, like this. I don't know if it's the end for Coleman, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's looking for other jobs. Like he's like.
Minifans
really
funny.
So this is what I was going to say, Menors. What's crazy is he definitely knew this article was out there, and like when Portnoy says, "Oh, Coleman's going to come out with like a hit piece and an article," like he should have been like, "I already did that. I wrote an article in 2020," instead of like for trying to sweep it under the rug. So
there's
a
chance it doesn't.
Yeah, but how much more bodies or how many more bodies or skeletons in the closet?
That's the risk you play. You get pulled over for speeding. Are you fully honest with the cop? Like, hey, you got a fucking bag of blow in the back? Or you're like, yeah, no, I sped. I'm sorry. Like, you gotta. It's tough. It's tough. He's in a weird spot.
Not only.
Go ahead, Bia.
I was gonna say not only is Coleman in the closet, he's also beside his skeletons.
That is so unnecessary.
Let it cut out just in the middle of that.
We got to do something about your internet. Maybe take some of that Gus money and move it.
He's going away.
I don't know. Today's bad. Today's bad, but usually it's pretty good.
John can sell a fake laugh anyway. So
how much money did your network make so far, Menor?
Well, how much money have you stolen from Gus and the other Minifans? Like, how much money have you stolen?
I made 600 and Gus
you stole it from Gus.
Huh?
You stole it from Gus. You're a thief.
$600. I stole it from Gus.
What was it?
How do you
Medium
think
Poppy
DA
was
is going
right.
on these
Medium Poppy
fucking-
was right about you. Like you.
How do you think DA is going on these
Poppy-
fucking vacations, dude?
Yeah, you've got that $600. And you're just fucking blowing it
Letters,
away.
don't even mention Kirk Coin. How much money this scumbag's made off it? I mean, this guy's unbelievable.
Well, yeah.
I had to pay in Kirk Coin to come on tonight's show. He wouldn't let me on it. So
You got to pay the troll toll.
Anyway, it was worth it. It was very much worth it. So I think the Coleman now is going to be really like in the blowtorch because I think Portnoy is going to, and it's. I think this is rock bottom for Coleman, and we'll see like where he goes from here.
There we go.
508.
Oh, we have a caller.
508.
Welcome to Menors Live, hosted by Menors.
Hey, mate. Thanks for calling back.
Hello?
Hello, mate.
Montante,
Yes.
are you on coke?
No, but I haven't done blowing about probably 7-8 months. But we're coming out of allergy season, so I by this time next month, I think I'll do cocaine by then, God willing.
How many beers deep are you right now?
I drove tonight. I would say this. I had a mixed drink earlier. This is my second beer. Why?
I don't know. I just turned on the stream and you just seem like you're fidgeting around. You're touching your nose, like you're acting weird.
Asshole. Get lost. Get lost.
You get lost. Talk about my blinds next time, cocksucker.
Go sit
Be
on the
normal.
fucking field.
Be normal.
Yeah.
What do we call him? A dick knocker? Get lost, dick knocker.
Yeah.
Dare I say he might be
I didn't hit like the blind.
Cock knocker.
Dare I say the caller might have been right though.
Cock knocker.
No,
okay,
I'm being honest.
we're just going to keep going here, blow past literally. John, you know, you made a comment before about the Minifans, you know, taking over Barstool, and you have to say that, you know, there is kind of a bit of a Minifan takeover going on. You've got KMS basketball, you know, being tweeted out on all the accounts. You've got the whole crew into it. You've got Portnoy tweeting about Coleman. You've got, you know, I'm going on Central and being on the main account. Like
we've been doing this the whole time and everyone's just starting to watch. I think this has more to do with how stale everything else at Barstool is. Like I just saw that clip of Kelly Keegs fucking getting hit in the face with an egg and it just how much numbers and where, and I was just like, I want to jump off a train bridge.
You know what's crazy about Barstool actually, now that you talk about it? They literally could have just have like a skeleton office of everybody. It'd be 9 people. Maybe it's just what I see, but all I see is like the core Barstool Chicago guys. And then I think that's it. I don't see anybody else now. Outside, I like the Yak guys, I like the Anus guys. But there's a lot of dead weight right now.
I think
and I found it interesting.
Portnoy
Portnoy said that they're actually making money now. They're not losing money, but they're actually slightly making money. And he has a pretty big roster still. But yeah, it seems like a handful of guys are carrying the entire company.
He said that because Portnoy said on the Unnamed show when he hates doing contracts with employees, but when he does, we're not taking calls. You can close the lines. When we're in the after show now.
Yeah, take it.
We're in the Minifan after show.
Montante,
you know, Portnoy said, you know, when he's negotiating with a lot of talent now, he just wants to break even. Like clearly, the big shows and the big guys are making all the money, and everyone else is kind of supporting us.
Making money, they're supposed to always be spending money. That like Portnoy, like he's not.
Tell Portnoy what to do.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You can't use dialing in from your dungeon in
John's a CEO.
Yeah,
that's true.
So what I'm saying is, I think there's a few people making all the money, and I wonder if Kirk is in the. Can you get John? I don't want to hear.
Oh, we have a caller.
Wait.
Do you think Kirk is in the break-even bracket? Do you think Portnoy looks at him and is like, he's someone who I just need to break even? Because
his live shows alone make money for the company.
That's the
do you think the whole thing is break even? Like, because Kirk adds to everything else, like bring him on surviving, bring him on mini golf.
I think
Kirk's like
Kirk's
like a top tier supporting cast for Barstool too.
Is Kirk a break even guy? Yes or no?
Profit.
Yeah. Well, I think I would say he's
break
closer
even
because
he's like
he's
Jersey Jerry or And
Wait, does break even have like a bad?
I think his.
What do you mean by break even?
So
guy?
wait,
Do you mean like
one second.
keep along just
his break even?
What does it mean
His
by
break
that?
even is high, but his break even is
make
higher. His break even's higher than a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's
that's a different thing. Matters. When you say break even guy, are you saying it like someone who is okay to keep around because they don't lose you money, or are you saying someone? Oh, okay, no. I think Kirk makes them money.
Right.
Yeah, he's profitable.
His live shows alone.
Why is he
Live shows? His fan base is the most rabid. That's what like Barstool was built on that. So like, well, no, you're asking the question.
I'm just wondering.
508, 508.
I just because I think
he's here. He's literally.
Have a call?
Yeah.
508 is
call.
waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, welcome to Menors Live, hosted
There's
by
the
Menors.
taking
We're
it.
not, I don't want to take calls.
Go ahead, 508.
Andrew, it's your horrible mother calling. Why haven't you paid my electric bill?
Wow.
I don't know what John.
Andrew.
I wish John and Scranton was like
Andrew,
I hung up for you.
I'll be honest. I have no idea.
Justin says, without Kirk, Barstool never sells 100K
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
they're on free there because they're still on YouTube for free and
I'm
making way more money. Anyway, it's fine. All I'm saying, I was just curious because, I wonder which sort of camp Kirk is. Kirk is in. Was he in the break?
You took a dig at him the other day. How does KFC
You love.
make money now for Barstool in 2024?
I don't think he does.
He's the easy guy to talk to for all
I
the
think he kind of runs the New York office. He's kind of it's not John from Scranton Live, John. I think he runs the New York office. He's more an administrator now. I don't even does he still do KFC radio? I don't even know. I haven't seen it pop up in the podcast feed.
Neither have I. And I used to listen to that. I don't know.
KFC radio's sad.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Paula?
I think Kirk makes more money than KFC. I'm willing to admit that.
Really good on a limb there.
100%.
Even though, like back in 2019, when KFC was making merch, selling it for $90 and all that bullshit, like that was looked at like they were a
508. 508. You're up.
508?
Yep.
Yeah, 508.
Go ahead. You're on Meadows Live, hosted by
Wow,
BI.
this is an extra.
Can't hear.
You also are going extra late, Menors.
We are. We're going long tonight.
He was almost didn't even take calls. I saw.
I got 15 minutes, and I gotta go watch the Oakland A's.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. It's coming to a grinding halt. Menors Live.
Blame it on me. Blame it on me. Blame it on me.
No.
We're gonna play Merch Mouse at the end again. Is that okay?
Have we already played it?
Matters. Fuck off. Back to your network.
What are you talking about? I was just
We're gonna
asking.
play it again.
A couple of things before we go. A couple of things before we go. I mean, I think Kirk has I was fucking sold down the river again this week because Justin again plays terrible sound from my show during the week. I had legitimate complaints, and they set me up. And I'm standing by my comments. Kirk has changed. I'm sticking with those. Go back and listen to Menors in the morning from this.
You think Rico is going to bounce you off that show?
What?
That's what you thought? You thought Rico was going to be the one that would kick you off that show.
If I went on and had a fight with
There's
him?
no chance.
No, I was never going to go on have a fight with Rico. I told you that. Absolutely not. I don't dance like a monkey for Kirk and all you Minifans. Like, oh, you got to be a tough guy. Like, no. I dropped a great joke. Thank you.
I think you've done a few dance steps in your day. I think you're a dancer. You dance a little bit.
Didn't you have to walk on a treadmill?
Well,
that
was like 5 years ago, but I did it for the sake of the network. Unlike you, John, I really care about the network.
There's Kirk knows I can't walk on a treadmill. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. Play fucking Murchison's Mouse.
Got it.
Good job.
What do you want? Are we good? We could end it.
Yep. Let's go.
BA, let me just tip
have a great holiday. Have a good month off. See you.
Everyone have a great
have a great holiday, BA.
See you guys.
Basketball's great.
See you next month.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Go on.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming Friday, June 14th, the debut album from Central Ave, Songs I Can Sing, with party songs like Drinking,
Pour another shot, buy another round, pick another fight, get out of town. The bottom of the bottle is my friend.
and love songs like Married.
Carousel, make big decisions. Carousel, make big mistakes.
So please check them out. Songs I Can Sing by Central Ave. Out June 14th on Apple Music, Spotify, and wherever you get your music.